His name's Chungus.
That is literally how we started the stream. All right.
It's perfect.
All right. So, all right. So we are live with the Alien RPG. This is a sort of like special celebratory thing because we hit 1 year a couple of months ago. So we actually, for the first time, have all of the Pentapal streamers in one stream at once. A year ago, Paige started the first stream on her own channel with Alien Isolation, so I figured the best thing to do would be to start this off with an Alien one-shot. So this is the Alien RPG by Free League Publishing. This is powered off of the Year Zero engine, so if you've played Mutant Year Zero or Tales from the Loop, this should be familiar to you. We're using the starter set provided by Roll20 and the cinematic scenario Chariot of the Gods. We're doing this on Roll20, and the audio that we're going to be using is from tabletopaudio.com, which is a really good free resource if you're looking for a alternative to something like Sirenscape. All right, so quick little rundown of some of the rules before we get started. So if you guys open up your character sheets, you'll notice you have lots of fun little buttons and stuff. So it's important to point out that this is a dice pool system, and so every time that you're attempting to do something that has a chance of failure, you're going to be rolling your value of attribute and the linked skill. So on your character sheet, you'll see right in the middle is strength, wits, empathy, agility. And then you have the skills all around it, the close combat, stamina, observation, so on. Now, you'll notice if you hover over some of these buttons, like heavy machinery, it actually is selectable. If you click on it, it'll ask for a modifier, and if I tell you there's a modifier, you'll have a warning before, I'll tell you it's like you have a +2 or a -1 or whatever. And then if you hit submit, it should roll the dice automatically for you. And see there, I did a roll for Keegan's character, Cham, Heavy Machinery. And so, because these are using custom dice images, you'll see for Lion, you see those 2 little stars. Those count as 2 successes, whereas Wilson there with medical aid got none. And so in order to succeed on something, you need to have at least 1 success, and multiple successes allow you to perform stunts, usually which is just getting something done a little bit faster or getting something done with extra flair or whatever else. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so the other thing is with like health, because I heard Paige make a comment. She's not super happy with her health right now. Your health replenishes. Your health replenishes after combat. Like you heal, I think, like 1 HP per 10, like 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
So it's not like D&D. Is the point I'm trying to get at. And
is my max health 2?
Yes.
Or is that? Oh.
Yes, your max health is equal to your strength.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, so you need to be a little careful.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. And then the other thing that I want to point out, you'll see that above your health is stress level. Now, it's kind of weird how it works on the character sheet, but pretty much every time you get a stress dice, you just click on one of those. So if I say you have 3 stress dice, you don't want to just click on number 3. You want to make sure 1, 2, and 3 are all filled out. So it looks like there are 3 yellow dice there. And then what that does is anytime you're in a stressful situation and I tell you to increase your stress dice, you end up rolling your normal roll plus however many stress dice equal to your stress score. If you roll 6s on the stress dice, those also count as successes. So a little bit of stress is actually good. It'll help you succeed on things. Otherwise, there's a symbol there which will look like a face hugger, I believe, on the stress dice. And that will designate that you need to make a panic roll, which has potential bad repercussions. So again, using Sham as an example, with this time a stress level of 3, you'll see that he actually failed his heavy machinery, but succeeded twice with a stunt because of the stress dice, and didn't actually take any penalty either. So
Yeah,
that's where like I said, a little bit of stress is actually pretty beneficial there. So that's more or less most of the information that you guys need. The only other thing I'm going to get into before we get started, because like combat and stuff we'll get into once that actually comes up. But you'll see at the bottom left you have consumables: air, power, food, water. If there's something that comes up, because we don't track things individually like that. So like, let's say I say you have a tool that has a power supply of 5. What that means is every time you use it, you roll 5 stress dice, and there's a number you can put next to it, and then you can just click like power, and it'll roll it for you. And every bad symbol that comes up will actually consume that many dice. So if you roll 5 power, and then you get 2 of the little face hugger symbols, then your power supply is down to 3. And then if you have a weapon that uses ammo, ammo's not really tracked. What happens is anytime you would roll a stress die and you roll a 1, you actually have to reload. And then you just keep track of how many reloads you have.
Gotcha.
All right, so does that work for everyone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. One last kind of technical question. Can you guys hear music?
Yeah.
I hear, yeah.
All right,
Do you want me to unmute the stream and see if it's broadcasting on there?
It won't
It
be.
does. The soundboard does look like it broke again, because I do have access to all the sounds again.
Okay. I'm going to try one more time.
Okay.
And then if it gives us trouble, we'll just do our own thing if we need to. Just because I noticed, like, I was trying to play, like, the tension music and it wasn't playing, and it was just like, oh.
Tension is still playing for me, but that could just
Yeah.
because it was what was playing last when it broke.
Yeah, it's not showing
Yeah,
up for me.
same.
And Paige, like I said, I know it won't actually be on the stream just because the stream is everything I'm hearing.
Okay.
So if I'm not hearing it, it won't be on the stream.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Worst case scenario, just play it for yourself.
That's
and
what
then the
I was
stream
going to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could always just tell us what to click. Well, no, I guess that wouldn't make sense.
Click the slappy sounds.
All right, something sneaking up on you. Specifically, will you click this one?
Will you click the xenomorph drippy sound?
That's my favorite sound.
Oh, gun.
Motion detected.
Yeah, why am I not hearing the gun?
I heard gun.
Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. That's why.
What?
Oh, okay.
Let's not talk down about ourselves.
No, it's because I'm not connected on the PC.
Oh,
Should I reload the tab or the audio? Bleh, the thingy.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm hearing stuff.
Are you
Yeah,
not
me
hearing?
I'm just hearing the tension music.
Oh yeah, no, that's what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
All right, so now we should be back. Sorry for any technical difficulties if anyone is actually there. All right, so everyone hears the music now, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get started then. So give me one moment here. All right, so all of you are on board a freighter currently, all of you in hypersleep. You are space truckers on the star freighter USCSS Montero, running the Gauntlet, the trade route between Anchor Point Station and the frontier. Your ship's cargo hold is packed with dozens of tanks of dangerous tritium gas that is in the process of decaying into extremely profitable helium-3. Usually cargoes such as these are towed in massive tanker modules that transport much higher concentrations of the gas a safe distance from a freight hauler. The Montero isn't rated as a commercial towing vehicle, however, and this small run is a special order for a Wayland-Yutani corporate account on Sutter's World, a newly established frontier colony. While the trip so far has been fairly routine, the Montero sensors developed a glitch before you left Anchor Point and sporadically pinged contact with a sensor reflection before you activated the displacement drive and went FTL. Your cargo run so far has been without incident. Now you are just awakening from hypersleep, ready to deliver your goods to the colony of Sutter's World. Alright, so all of you are currently in the cryo chambers of the USCSS Montero. The ship is just now coming back with life support systems. Lights are flickering on. It's still very, very cold. The heat is on, but it hasn't really warmed up super great right now. All 5 of you, including your captain, Captain Miller, are climbing out of the tanks more or less around the same time, but you're all, kind of disoriented from the long hypersleep, and obviously all very cold and butt naked, save for the, kind of like slime that you have over you from the hypersleep chambers. So,
Why don't they warm it up and then wake us from hypersleep?
I like the callback to believe that was Lampert that said that in the first movie.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's actually a line that somebody makes that comment. But so you guys are waking up, in the area. You obviously have like lockers and stuff that you can grab your equipment and clothes and stuff from. Dry yourselves off a little bit, all of that. Miller is stretching, kind of getting the cranks out of her back and neck. Vanessa Miller is your captain around the age of 46. Miller is pretty... Like she's pretty easygoing, but she's also very concerned with money affairs. She's a little grubby and a little thrifty sometimes, but for the most part, you guys have all been together for at least a little bit of time, for this run at the very least. So for the most part, you all kind of listen to Miller and don't have much of a problem with her. You guys obviously all have on your sheets. There's something listed for like a rival. I believe that's under the bio, like rival and friend. Or maybe
Yes.
Cham, I don't think actually has any.
John does not have a buddy, no.
According to
rival.
this, my buddy is Rye, and my rival is no one.
Nice.
Yeah, your
Yeah, do you have
rival
my
is
friend-
no one, yeah.
Do you have my friendship bracelet?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The one made out of dolphin teeth.
Yes.
All right.
Fuck that.
Nice.
So as of as is customary, now that you guys are awake, usually the first thing that you would do is go to the galley and just have like a short meal together. Hypersleep typically triggers a little bit of dehydration, so usually it's a good idea to have a meal, get some water, that sort of thing. Mother usually brings you out of hypersleep a little bit before you need to actually start doing the things that you need to do to get the ship ready for pulling into the either the port or the world that you're going to. So Miller, just kind of like motions to everyone, like morning, I guess. And then she just makes her way to the galley.
I'm gonna go with Miller to the galley.
Okay. Is
Yeah,
everybody
she-
going to be following?
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Okay. So, you guys make your way to the galley, sit down around the table after Miller just kind of whips up some quick stuff. The food isn't great, obviously. It's whatever is light and nutrient packed to be able to bring in, but there's at least coffee. And you guys
Peanut
are
butter.
just all peanut butter. It's all just like peanut butter protein bars.
Okay, I'm down with that.
But you guys are sitting around the table, you're eating and talking and everything. So we'll take this opportunity now that we're actually in the stream to do some character introductions. So just going off the bottom of my screen, we'll go in that direction. So let's start. First of all, I'm Jesse, also the oddly named McMuffin fucker in chat for the Pentapound. And I am the game mother, which is this game's version of the GM, and I will be running this game for everyone tonight. Next up, why don't we go? Let's go with Paige.
What up, y'all? I'm Paige Izzle, the one who does the Chill Monday streams. My character is Leah Davis. She's the pilot, 27. She's an adrenaline junkie drug addict. Jesse, do you want me to just read the bio?
I mean, if you want to, just make sure you don't read the agenda.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna read the bio. So, safety limits? Those are lies. Any vehicle or piece of equipment can be pushed past the red line and still work fine. You do it as often as you can just to keep from getting bored. Unfortunately, daily routines are never that exciting, and that's why I've developed a little stimulant problem. My Wayland Yutani prescription is just about run out, and I need to get some more fast. I'll do whatever it takes to keep myself from crashing, even if it puts me in danger. Whether it's an adrenaline rush or substance abuse, all that matters to me is that I'm flying high.
Oh, crashing like crash from a high. I see.
Yeah.
I thought it was based
No.
on the adrenaline junkie thing, like you're racing and you're gonna try not to crash, and I was really confused.
No. Crashing like Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
while in hypersleep, don't just go through your withdrawals while asleep. That sucks.
Nope, it suspends
Yeah,
everything. So if you start off high, you got like 6 months of super high dreams, because you still dream in
Nice.
hypersleep. All
Dream
right.
of electric sheep.
Yes, all the electric sheep. Tad, why don't you go next?
I'm freaking Satan in chat. I do the Friday weird shit streams. I'm playing John J. Wilson, the corporate liaison on the USCSS Montero. I was embedded with the Montero crew for a good 6 months, evaluating their performance to see if the ship and crew should be scrapped and fired or promoted and given a new ship. I've actually come to like this motley assortment, and there is no room for advancement in this work. Now a special order has come my way, and finally to see my chance to climb. To pull this off, I will have to parlay it into a fortune. Or I can parlay it into a fortune.
All right. Next up, why don't we go with Keegan?
All right. I'm Keegan. I do, admittedly, probably too much Norse stuff. I am Dubon23 in chat. I am playing Lyran Cham. What is he? He's the loader, I believe. He does like cargo.
Yeah, he's
stuff.
the cargo handler. Because this isn't a towing vehicle like the Nostromo. This actually has a large cargo hold that you guys store everything in. So he's the one who grabs that power loader mech robot thing and loads stuff up. But he's the one who actually has the license for it and everything.
All right, so yeah, I pick things up and I put things down. Future mech warrior, and everyone on this ship is my friend.
All right, there's Lyran, and then lastly we'll go with Chris.
All right, what? Am I chief examiner? I can't remember I have so many names.
I think so.
You are chief
Yeah.
examiner on
believe
Twitch,
so,
yes.
Yeah, that one. And I am playing Kayla Rye. And just like real life, I hate everything, and my job sucks.
It's almost
My
like you
job's
picked
actually not
that
too
one
bad.
specifically.
Yeah, it's got a lot better.
It's so much better.
All right. So you guys are sitting around the galley. Everyone's kind of chatting and talking a little bit in fairly good spirits. I mean, Sutter's World obviously isn't Earth, which is where you guys are more keen to go to. You guys are kind of in the outer territories right now, coming from Anchor Point Station. But at least it's a chance to, rest up a little bit, get some real food in you, and all of that. So Miller is. Sitting around, she's kind of looking absent-mindedly at something kind of behind everyone's shoulders just for a second before she goes back to, eating. And once everyone finishes up, Miller just says to everyone, like, all right, so she looks over at Rye and says, all right, Rye, go check the reactor and the rest of our equipment, or not equipment, but go check the reactor and the engines and everything and just make sure everything's still in top notch before we go settle in.
Just heavy sigh, turn around and do that mocking.
All right.
As you're walking away, I'll thumbs up. Have a good day, buddy.
I write something on a clipboard.
Okay, so you got your clipboard out. So Miller just kind of ignores it, but she looks over at Wilson with the clipboard, kind of with a slightly worried expression on her face. She looks over at Cham and she says, "Cham, will you go check the cargo that we have in the hold? Make sure everything looks good and that nothing, we didn't spring a leak or anything like that."
Can count on me, boss.
All right,
I'll go do it.
appreciate that. And then she looks over at Wilson and Davis. Wilson, even though you're a corporate liaison, you are still a member of the crew. So you still, listen to the captain when it comes down to it. And she just looks over at you two and says, "All right, let's go to the bridge. I want to get a hold of Sutter's World's control tower, traffic control, and get us settled in and get everything moving. All right."
All right, let's do it.
All right, so you three start heading to the bridge while Rye heads down to the reactor maintenance area, and Cham heads to the cargo area.
By the way, Jesse, is the map supposed to be on Roll20 as well, or just on the stream?
It's on the stream right now. I'm actually going to be switching you guys to that map right now.
Okay.
So these are the deck plans for the USCSS Montero. At the little lower right is also the WY-37B Daisy, which is a cargo loader kind of skiff thing that you guys use to load things from like low orbit into the ship. But this is the basic schematics. It's very similar to the Nostromo, but a newer model. But like I said, this one isn't a towing vehicle, so it just carries a much, much smaller cargo in its hold. So, Rye, you make your way to the engine area. And there isn't really much to do down here. But why don't you go ahead and give me, let's see, give me a second here because I have to think about what the most appropriate skill is going to be. Just got to bring up the thing real quick. All right, so why don't you go ahead and give me Comtech. Or, sorry, give me Heavy Machinery instead.
And then no modifiers on that, yeah.
Nope, no modifiers. All right, so you're looking around. You can't really tell. From what you can see, everything looks good. I mean, when you guys left from Anchor Point, everything checked out fine, at least, on paper. Obviously, the Montero's a little bit older, and you probably haven't been checking everything that you're supposed to, although you've at least been pretending while Wilson's been on the ship for the last 6 months. But everything seems to check out more or less. There's some scoring on a couple of the cells. There's some things that you probably should have replaced, but you can kind of just pretend like if it's everything's fine. Nobody who isn't a mechanic is gonna notice.
Is there like any like security cameras where I went? I guess the bridge.
No.
Looking there. Okay.
No, there are no security cameras on this ship. You have intercoms, but you don't have security cameras.
Okay.
Keegan.
Yee.
So Cham is making his way down to the cargo area. Once you get down to the cargo, so you guys are currently carrying 72 tanks of tritium. Tritium is highly flammable, but it goes under radioactive decay fairly quickly. So usually what happens is for smaller cargo runs like this, you load up on tanks of tritium, go into your hypersleep, hit FTL, and then by the time you arrive at your location, it should all be decayed into the helium-3. You have 72 of these tanks on board of the Montero, and each one is about half the size of a tanker trailer.
Okay.
I just want to say I'm very upset with myself that I actually understood everything you just said.
It's a sign you've been doing what you're doing for a while, huh? All right. So, Keegan, what are you doing? Or what is Cham doing, I should say?
I guess I'll make sure that we haven't spraying any leaks or anything.
All right. So why don't you go ahead and give me heavy machinery as well?
All right. So I just click on it.
Yep, and there's no modifiers.
And no modifier.
No modifiers.
So I just hit submit.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
Great rolls to start
That's
with.
That's a lot of dice for 3.
Well, you add your attribute and your skill. So you have a 5, and
Yeah.
then you have the 3. Cham is very good with
I
heavy
see.
machinery, but apparently not in this case. You can't
No.
really see any, like, you can tell that the tanks have displaced a little bit. So when you loaded them up and secured them, there's a few that you didn't secure as well as you could have. It doesn't appear that there are any leaks or anything, but there are definitely some dings and some dents on a couple of the tanks that you probably won't be able to hide if Wilson inspects it, which he probably will inspect when it's time to bring them off of the ship. It's no actual like danger or anything like that. Like I said, there's no actual damage to the goods. But one thing that you're noticing though, as you're checking the tanks, it looks like only about half of the gas has decayed into helium-3.
So if these tanks are making helium, if there is a leak, wouldn't we all sound like chipmunks?
Well,
In this room, probably.
I think helium-3 is a little different.
Okay.
Also, it would be at the top of the cargo bay. So unless someone is really, really tall, probably not.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't see any leak, but like I said, you can tell only about half the gas has actually gone through its decay, so you still have half a hold of tritium, which is, again, highly flammable, so it's very good there isn't a leak.
Yeah.
But it's a little weird that only half of the gas has decayed.
And I'm assuming it's like a half-life kind of thing where it turns into the helium.
Yeah, it just, over time, it transforms into helium-3, which is normally, like I said, you go to sleep while that's happening. And it's just amount of time that it takes to get there. I believe in this case about 6 months should have been enough time for everything to turn, which was the length of your journey.
How smart is 2 in wits?
I mean, it's not terrible. It's not great. But we're going to pause on you for a moment. So going back to the bridge, the 3 of you walk on the bridge, Wilson, Davis, and Miller. Miller actually takes a turn and starts heading towards the corridor that leads to the mother mainframe. And she turns back to you guys and says, all right, so just give Sutter's World a hail and, go through the checks and everything we're going to need to go through so that way we'll be lined up and ready to go.
I pull my clipboard up and I just kind of turn towards Leia.
All right. So Miller disappears behind that corridor to the computer. Davis, Leah, what are you doing?
Paige, that's you.
Paige?
She gone.
I'm muted. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm my bad. I said I'm gonna head to the bridge to hail Sutter's World, but I'm gonna do a stupid run skip because I'm just feeling it right now.
Okay. So she does like this little run skip to the lower portion of the bridge where the helm is. You know, the bridge, obviously this entire ship is pretty like tightly wound. I mean, you know, they try to save space as much as possible, so definitely a little bit of a safety hazard there, but she's fine. So you start hailing Sutter's World. You don't actually get any response to the hails. And then you're pinging the tower, and you're not getting any return ping. What's interesting though is that you do get a ping. It's a report from from Mother reporting an approaching ship coming from the. I'm not good with direction or what you call starboard versus port, but we're gonna say starboard. Coming from the starboard side, probably just like a cargo inspector or something.
So,
Easiest
so
way
from
to
the right.
remember is port and left have the same
Yep.
number
4 letters.
Oh,
of
there you go.
letters.
Oh,
How-
perfect.
That I've always remembered that starboard is right because starboard has more letters. Starboard is the longer of the two, and so is right. So that's weird.
Yeah. Different
Same
concept,
energy.
same idea. Yeah.
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 So Paige, looking at your computer readouts and everything, like I said, you get the report of an approaching ship, but you don't actually see anything. Go ahead and give me a Comtech roll.
Comtech, you said?
Yep, Comtech.
Okay. Comtech.
Jesse, in the stream, can you move the chat down just slightly? Because when you're talking, I will RP through chat, and you can't see that very good.
I don't think I can actually move it the way I have the window.
Okay.
Sorry.
And any modifier or no?
No.
Did it go?
Yep, it just took a moment.
Wow.
Why did
We're
it roll
doing
so many?
So good.
It only rolled 3 on my screen that I'm seeing.
Did you
Oh,
get
it
a bunch
rolled-
of 3D?
I got there's quite a bit on there, but it doesn't matter. Continue.
Yeah, the 3D is probably going to be inaccurate with this. But all right, so yeah, you're not really able to tell exactly what's going on. Best you can tell, it seems like it was a sensor malfunction.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around to Wilson, and I'm gonna be like, "That's weird. It apparently it says there's an approaching ship, but I guess there's nothing. So one of our sensors must be on the fritz right now. Probably not good."
Can I walk up and look at it and maybe also try to do what you just did?
Yeah, absolutely. Make a Comtech roll for me.
Okay, no modifiers?
No modifiers. I'll let you guys know if there's a modifier.
Okay.
Wow.
Yo.
Remember, the only thing that is a success is a 6.
Okay.
So it's going to show blank unless
We're
you
gonna
roll
die.
a 6. So yeah, I mean, it's more or less same conclusion. Best you can tell is that it's just a weird sensor malfunction. But since you're over there with her and you guys are still in the process of trying to hail Sutter's World, both of you give me Comtech rolls again. And in this case, both of you get a +1 modifier.
Is there interdiction in this world?
No.
In this universe?
No.
Okay.
Why did that happen?
Did you put +1 or did you just put 1?
I put +1. That's probably why.
Yeah, try just putting 1.
Hey, I got something.
There we go.
Someone did something.
All right. So you're helping Davis kind of figure this out because you're not getting any responses from Sutter's World, and you notice you're nowhere near the colony. You are in deep space right now. The navigation charts appear to be off, and you can tell that you are in the deep space between stars. You're nowhere near Sutter's World. You're probably only about halfway there.
Around that time, can I come over the comm and ask if there was a problem with the faster than light stuff?
The FTL?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys hear a intercom go off in the bridge from the cargo hold, and you hear Cham ask if there was something wrong with FTL.
I guess I answer it and
Okay.
just say, well, it's looking like we might have dropped out of hypersleep early, I'm guessing.
Oh man, well, I mean, I guess I'm still kind of tired, so just head back to it.
So around this time, Miller walks out of the room with Mother. She looks over at Wilson and Davis and says, "All right, so I'm assuming you didn't see anything, or find anything, or contact anyone.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, there's the
you're
ship on
exactly right.
radar, apparently.
There's a what?
There's a ship on the radar, but there's nothing there.
That's
Like-
weird.
Ghost ship.
Yeah, so I thought it was a sensor malfunction.
I
but-
mean, there shouldn't be anything else out here except for, well, all right. Hold on. She goes over to the intercom and she buzzes and says, "Rye, Cham, get up here."
Yes, ma'am.
So
No response. Just go.
I just imagine Rai going me 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 me.
So you guys all meet on the very cramped bridge, and Miller kind of runs her hand through her hair. She looks very disheveled right now, obviously clearly upset. And she says, "All right, so after we woke up, I noticed that the signal light for Mother was on, letting me know that she wanted to talk. Apparently, Mother pulled us out of FTL and pulled us out of hypersleep. We've picked up a distress call from an unknown ship, and we are required per our charter to investigate. The transmission is too garbled for us to be able to tell who sent it, but it does appear to be USCSS, so it's at least likely Wayland Yutani. But we are obligated to investigate the distress call."
Oh, well, I hope no one's hurt.
Yeah.
So she looks over at everyone and just says, "All right, so she pulled us out somewhere close by to the ship. You said that you saw or the ship picked something up. What direction?
Starboard.
Starboard. All right." So she starts checking stuff, and all of a sudden, sensors detect a ship again. This time, though, it's not off to the side. This time, they're detecting a ship approaching directly in front. You guys hear a klaxon start going off, and lights start flashing red. The little bit of a view screen that you guys have, you see a very small area without stars that appear to be just jet black, getting closer and closer. And as it starts closing, you realize that it's a derelict ship without any running lights or beacons. "Brace for collision,"
Oh.
you hear Mother say over the intercom.
Is there a seat? I'm assuming because this is the bridge. I'm gonna swing down into whatever the seat is where I would pilot the ship. Cause I'm assuming I do that in the bridge, and I'm just gonna start pushing a bunch of buttons rapidly. I'm gonna be like, "Hold the fuck on, yo!" And I'm just gonna try and fucking dive this bitch down or out of the way.
All right. So, Paige, I need you to make a piloting check at -2.
Oh, this is gonna suck ass, but okay. Piloting -2. Okay.
We'll flip.
Yo!
Oh, wow.
Jesus!
God! Oh my god! It's all the drugs, yo! Alright, let's
Yeah,
go.
no kidding.
Oh,
People in my apartment complex who can hear me are probably like, we need to call the landlord. Go ahead.
all right. So, fucking this derelict ship, which appears to be larger than the Montero, is barreling towards you. You see, Davis just leap over one of the tables to jump in the pilot chair, barely gets in the chair before grabbing the controls, does this sick upside down spin and just rides underneath the bottom of the derelict ship and managed to pull you guys around as it passes over you. There's a little bit of a scrape along kind of the bottom area, but other than that, avoids taking any actual damage.
I'll hop up because I assume everyone fell to the ground.
Yes.
And say that was rad as fuck, Leia. Nice.
I
Yo,
write
that's what I'm
something
here for.
on my clipboard from the ground.
Just,
Are you gonna be Jesse's character from the Star Wars game? Because if so, fuck you. Just
Pretty much.
automatically fuck you.
I'm
All
like
right.
a performance analyzer or some shit.
That's unnecessary.
Bro,
All right.
was a bitch.
So Miller kind of picks herself up. She looks a little irritated, but at the same time just says, Jesus Christ, good job, Davis. A little bit of
Can't be
warning,
mad at
but
me.
whew. All
Hey,
right.
this is deep space. There's no warnings in deep space.
So she just kind of cranes her neck and says, "All right, mother." And there's some like readouts on a screen in front of her, and she says, "All right, it looks like that's the ship that the distress call is coming from. Davis, pull the ship around and try to catch up to her. She's not going too fast, thankfully."
Aye, Captain. And I'm just gonna. Do I have to do a thingy?
No, this is pretty
Okay.
routine. You only have to make rolls for something that could be difficult. But so
Okay.
you swing the Montero around and come back to the ship that just almost hit you. As you're pulling up to it, you're able to turn the floodlights on and match speed. So you're moving along side of it quite nicely. For some reason, my laptop disconnected from Roll20, but that's fine. So that page that we were on before, the splash page, which I'll move everyone to right now. This
That's what.
is what you see. For anybody who has seen the movie Prometheus, it's a very similar ship to that. It looks like a science ship.
I love
that-
science.
Is that like a huge hole in the windshield?
It's not a hole. It's you guys know that usually some kind of a module is fitted there, and it looks like the module has been ejected.
I will look at the captain and say, should I go try to clear some area in the cargo bay in case there's survivors?
So she's like staring at it for a second, and just says, "Whoops, I have to restart. Hold on."
Captain, is this really the time?
Just like the ship's still running, though.
Yeah, I mean, when in doubt, Sorry, apparently I was inactive too long, so the music stopped. So let me repost this for you guys. It's up to you if you want to join in or not, but it's obviously more atmospheric if you do.
The sound thingy.
Yes. I was inactive for too long, so I'll do a different one. We'll do this one.
Just scare us with some gunshots every once in a while.
Yeah, there we go.
Fuck. It's connecting.
Yeah, I need to...
Ooh, I like this one.
Shit. I don't need the
You
shit.
need to shit?
No, I don't need the shit. I need to connect, and I said shit because I failed. All right, so... All right, so yeah, she's just staring at it for a second after you ask that, and she says, I mean, before we do anything, we need to look at directives from Mother here. So she brings something up on the screen in front of her at the pilot seat, and she's looking through things, and she says, all right, so she looks back up at the ship again and says, Jesus Christ.
What is it?
This is the Cronus. It's a science ship that's been missing for almost 80 years.
Oh, good thing we found it. I'm surprised the battery's still running on it.
Well, I mean, all of
Well,
these
there's no
ships-
running lights. So.
Yeah. She says it looks like all of the exterior and interior lights are off, but I mean, we won't actually be able to tell what shape the ship is in until we get inside. So we have three objectives right now. First, because this is a science ship, we need to recover any scientific data and samples. If we are able to, we need to try to salvage the ship and escort it to Anchorhead Station or at least another Weyland-Yutani facility. And then we need to see if there are any crew members on the ship. It's possible there could be people in hypersleep, but it's hard to say. It looks like Mother is downloading floor plans for the Cronus now.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Alright, give me a moment here. So I am going
Good thing Mother
to...
gets reception out here.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's mainly the fact that she's able to wirelessly connect to the Cronus.
Oh, that's fair.
So I'm going to add this to your guys' journal, but we will also swap pages here.
I am here.
So, she downloads 4 deck plans for you guys for the different levels of the Cronus. As you can see, it is a much, much larger ship than the ship that you guys are currently on.
Holy fuck. Yeah, you're not kidding.
It has 4 main floors, not 4 main floors. It has 4 floors, one of which is the cryo deck. And then it has the cargo deck, the vehicle bay, and the main deck. The main airlock, from what you guys can see, is on the cryo deck. As you bring the ship kind of closer, the Montero closer, you can see it looks like the main airlock appears to be partly damaged. So Miller's looking. She's kind of not looking, super happy with everything, but she's kind of staring at it a bit, and then she just kind of looks to everyone else and like, all right, well, what do you guys think?
We're doing it. I know it's your order, but we're doing it as far as I'm concerned.
Out of character. Are we just saying that this thing is much larger?
What do you mean?
Because it's not.
It's like
Yeah, it is.
It's like
It's
5
4
floors.
decks, yeah.
I mean, it's taller, but according to this, it's 130 meters long, and our ship was like 300 something meters long.
I mean, it's got much more interior space. The majority of your ship is cargo hold and tanks.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, you have 1 floor of actual living space that you guys can walk around in. This thing has multiple decks. Yeah, your ship... So, okay, your ship is technically, I think, maybe a little bit larger, but not... Again, it's the interior that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one's more luxurious.
Yeah, it's a science vessel. Think Star Trek. So...
Yeah, the Enterprise.
So Captain Miller, like I said, is kind of a little bit more casual than your typical captain, and also, maybe slightly more unsure. But she looks at everyone and says, all right, well, what are you guys thinking for this? Obviously, we're going to have to board her, but what do you guys... How do you guys feel about all of this?
I'm ready.
I think we should get on there and try to see if there's any people left.
Well, it's been 80 years. Well, they could be in hypersleep.
I mean, you guys do know that, I mean, you can stay in hypersleep for a very long time.
We should look for survivors. We should
They're all
salvage
dead.
it if we can.
Mm.
I'm going to write that on my clipboard, what you just said.
So... The captain kind of looks over at you guys and says, all right, so we have obviously we have 5 suits, compression suits, pressurized space suits, essentially. We've got 5 compression suits, and we also have the Montero's umbilical extension that we can extend between the 2 ships. likely, and she's checking readouts again, it seems that there is pressure inside the Cronus, so it looks like there might be air, but it doesn't really look like there's much power except for emergency power, so it's likely below freezing and pitch dark. I don't know what the oxygen situation would be like in there, though.
Well, we should probably check the reactor, see if we could get it booted back up.
That's a fair idea, yeah.
Yeah, Ray's pretty good with stuff like that. Her and I could probably figure it out.
I'll get my toolbox.
I think you mean Rye.
Yes, Ray. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, you said Ray. I was
No,
like, who
I
the
want to be
fuck
Star
is Ray?
Wars.
It was just like this isn't Star Wars, man. All right, so
I don't know either of them, so that's fine.
So Miller just says, "All right, well, slowly start getting a little bit closer to the ship. While you do that, let's try to get some gear together. I'll let you guys decide what you want to take in there. While I go check." And she starts heading towards the corridor back to the Mother terminal. I'll go check and see if Mother has any additional information for this.
Okay, I just want to say it really bothers me that it's called Mother.
Oh yeah, the MU.
Yeah.
It
should be
actually
called
makes me uncomfortable. It actually makes me uncomfortable a little bit.
Look, that's just what Mother wants, okay? What Mother wants, Mother gets.
Jesus Christ.
I do have an out of character question.
Okay.
Since we have these like secret things, how do we communicate with you secretly? Just send you a message on Discord?
Yeah, that's fine. If you need to communicate with me about anything regarding your stuff, yeah, go ahead and just send me a message on Discord. That's the easiest way.
Okay.
All right, so if you guys start going through the ship, the Montero, I'll let you know what gear you guys actually have on here, and you guys can decide if you're going to take anything with you or if you're going to leave it behind. Because you probably don't want to carry everything, but... so the gear on the Montero, there are 5 of the IRC MK50 compression suits, each one with a starting air supply of 5. So these are like your spacesuits. There is a 1 M314 motion tracker with a power supply of 5. There is 1 cutting torch with a power supply of 5. There is 1 Watasumi bolt gun with 4 shots. There is 1 M4A3 service pistol with 1 reload. There is 1 Space Sub ASSO 400 harpoon grappling gun. There is 1 M240 incinerator unit with 2 reloads. And then, of course, you have your P5000 power loader, but that's not exactly something that you can take with you.
Watch.
Bullshit, we'll jettison that bitch. It's getting over there.
But yeah, so that's the gear that you guys have on the ship right now on the Montero. It's up to you guys if you want to take any of this, if you want to leave it behind, who gets what, that's all up to you.
I kind of want the grappling hook and the bolt gun, but I'm willing to compromise if anyone else wants something.
Well, I just think that we should have like the cutting torch and shit. There was one other thing that I can't remember now. The cutting torch is the only thing that's super sticking out to me, but that way we can get through doors if we're not able to get the reactor back going.
I think that's a wise choice.
All right, so Paige, you said that you wanted what now?
The grappling hook and the bolt gun.
Grappling hook and the bolt gun. So Paige, on your little character thing, you should see what looks like a card above your name.
Yep.
All right, so that card, if you open it up and look at it, that is the card for the Bolt gun.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
If I remember from when we played this before, the bolt gun was really good, wasn't it?
It's really good at short range. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of those fucking androids, but continue.
Anyone have any experience with that pistol?
I have exactly 0 combat skills, so
Okay.
I actually didn't.
Hey, Jesse, what's a Comtech related to?
Comtech is any sort of like computer related stuff. Like that's your kind of technology roles.
Okay, that's the stuff I should be doing then. I think by technician, it's like a communications technician, maybe?
That would probably
like,
that would make sense.
Does
I have like no repair skills.
I just looked at my character sheet. I actually have a 0 for close combat. So if any, I don't know if anyone has a.
You don't use close combat for the bolt gun.
Oh.
I'm assuming you use range combat for both the bolt gun and for the pistol.
Yes.
Yeah.
The close combat is
Oh.
more like unarmed, or if you have like a solid weapon, like a baton or something like that. I think the cutting torch you would use close combat for.
Okay.
I guess I do have
Okay.
a +1 to ranged combat. So, how many pistols were there?
There's just
Just the one.
Oh, okay. I'll let someone who's probably got more than a +1 have it.
Excuse me.
I have a 0, so
Okay, I'll just take the pistol. Just give me the pistol.
All right, give me a moment here.
Alrighty. This is going to be a lot to keep track of, yo. Not the weapons, the ship itself, all the plans.
Oh yeah, that's why it's all on one page like that. And you guys also have a separate one in your journals that you can bring up.
should I see the cutting torch somewhere?
I don't believe I actually have a card for the cutting torch. Oddly
All right.
enough. Yeah, like I'm looking, I don't actually see one for the cutting torch, which like, but why?
Well, there goes all the production value for something that the audience would never see anyway.
Well, you can use the cutting torch as a weapon. That's why I'm like, why is there no cutting torch? Yeah, no, there's no cutting torch on here.
Why would I need to use it as a weapon? We're just going onto this derelict ship.
Yeah, you're right. There is absolutely sorry. Yeah, you don't need it. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I would very much like the cutting torch to, get through doors and stuff, but
Oh yeah.
combat, I don't understand why we would need that.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
The
Yeah,
pistol.
no.
The pistol will just make me feel like more of a man, which is why I would like to have that.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like you guys are ever going to use any of this stuff. Like, come on.
Yeah,
No, Keegan, you have the cutting torch, but I just don't have a thing for it. It doesn't have a card for the cutting torch.
Is there a pistol card?
There is. It should actually be on your thing right now. There should be what looks like a small little card above John Wilson.
No.
The name down at
Yeah, down
near
at the
all
bottom
of our-
left.
Oh. Okay. Yep.
Keegan, actually, you can check something for me while we're doing this then. Go into journal and tell me if you see something that says starter set rules.
Wait, I can steal cards from Paige?
Yeah, don't do that.
I swear to God.
I do not.
There's no starter set rule folder in there for you?
I got scenario, appendix 3, and appendix 4.
Open the scenario.
Scenario is everything that I have. Oh, and I also have player character, obviously.
Okay. All right, so it doesn't give you the starter set stuff. All right, that's fine. I will add the tools thing to everyone's... What? All right, so Keegan, the stats and stuff for the cutting tools are down in there.
Okay.
Or cutting torch. It pretty much gives you a +2 bonus on heavy machinery.
These things have a cost associated with them? That's interesting.
Well, yeah, they cost money. The shit ain't free.
Yeah,
Oh man,
I guess I just didn't think about uh like having to buy things in this game. I assume you would die
Well,
too quickly.
Keegan, this so actually a good thing if anybody's actually watching or anything too. The Alien RPG, this is a cinematic scenario, which means it's a one shot. But the Alien RPG can also be played campaign. As a continuing thing. So that's why there's costs associated with stuff because you're not necessarily guaranteed to die. A lot of the cinematic scenarios are very deadly, so it's a lot more likely to happen in a cinematic scenario. But you can actually continue, you can improve your character, like you can play it just like you could D&D or Call of Cthulhu or something like that with a prolonged campaign.
I'm gonna take those electronic tools. If they were on there, were they?
Electronic tools?
Yeah.
There wasn't anything specifically electronic tools. So right now, the gear that's left is you've got your. There's still the 5 compression suits, obviously. There's a motion tracker. There's
That's what it was.
yeah,
Yep.
and the incinerator unit because you can't take the power loader. So you've got the motion tracker and the incinerator.
I would take those last two.
Okay. So give me 1 second here. Keegan, I'm going to share the close combat weapons with you so you know what the cutting torch does. Actually, I'll just share that with everyone.
Okay.
And then, all right, I do think I have a card at least for the incinerator. I don't know if I have one for the motion tracker. That's not it.
Oh
There
man,
it
this
is.
torch is something. All right.
Well, it's a fucking cutting torch. All right, and then let me find the motion tracker for you. Okay, so I will put this in everyone's things too. So it should be under vision devices, under the journal. But so the motion tracker, just to kind of describe it, you have to make a power supply roll after every time you use it. Essentially, it just will detect movement within long range, which long range I believe is 2 or 3 zones, which each like labeled thing is a zone. So like junction A1 is a zone, stairwell's a zone, air scrubber shaft is a zone, so on. So that one's pretty self-explanatory. That's probably why there's not an actual like card.
Yeah, probably.
All right. So, is anybody doing anything with the compression suits?
Yeah,
I assume
We
anyone
should.
goes over there is gonna wear them, right?
Yeah, we should probably put those on.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, speaking of, what are you guys doing with that? Is everyone going to be boarding? Is anybody staying behind? How are you guys doing that?
I'm boarding for sure.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big ship.
Everyone
should probably board, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, perfect. So, I mean, there's 5 suits, so.
Is the captain going to be joining us?
The captain ends up coming out of the mainframe room after you guys have kind of been talking and distributing stuff. So she says, Mother hasn't been able to give me any additional information, at least not yet. What have you guys decided on?
It sounds like, yeah, we're all
gonna go.
gonna head over.
Okay. So Captain Miller just says, all right, well, I'll stay behind for now just to make sure that there's somebody on the ship in case I need to make readjustments since our pilot's going to be going.
Mm.
So I'll stay behind for now.
I mean, Miller, unless you want me to stay, but I really think it would help them out if I went too, even if it's not necessarily my thing.
She just kind of shakes her head like, no, that's fine. I mean, I've got a little bit of piloting experience myself. I can at least keep the ship steady.
Well, I mean,
Sounds like kind of shitty. No, it's fine.
Passive aggressive bitch.
I mean, if we can get the reactor back up and running, we could just like fly the thing away. I don't. Can we tow?
I'm pretty sure that's what the company would want us to
Yes.
do.
Yeah,
to
that's
get it
one of
back.
your directives, if you can, is actually to escort it back to a Wayland Yutani
Okay.
facility. But yeah, so she
So,
says, she says she'll stay behind, but give me, you guys all have kind of like, not comlinks, but you have like shortwave radios. It's alien, so it uses retro tech. But she does say, take one of the radios, and if you guys need me, just give me a call and I'll be there.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, so she
All right.
looks over at Davis and says, all right, however, we still need to dock with it, and I am not going to be as good with that.
Hey, I can do that. One last little favor before I jump off this.
All right, so you've already matched the speed in the course, so at this point, are you guys attempting to just use the umbilical extension? Your only other option would be spacewalking.
As cool as that sounds, it'd probably be better to just attach.
Yeah, the umbilical
Yeah.
would probably be best.
Yeah. All right.
Like in the pic, like not this picture, but the one that's just like the picture of the dude like floating there, like that sort of a thing.
Yeah.
That would be a spacewalk,
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
assume. Yeah.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
he was floating there with the cord attached to his back.
so
you knew what I fucking meant.
the umbilical extension, what that means is like the big tube that goes over the two doors that you walk through.
Yeah.
Like a docking thing.
Yeah.
That's the umbilical extension.
Oh, okay. My bad. Then yes, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. So, I need you to make a piloting roll with no modifiers.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not like necessarily pretty, but you managed to match the ship up, again, getting the speed and trajectory right. And you managed to extend the umbilical and link the two together. You're
Alright.
able to pressurize the umbilical extension, which is a good thing because with that main outer lock door, you would be experiencing some pretty explosive decompression were you to just open that up without pressurization. But yeah, so the umbilical is attached. Are you guys all? You said you're all grabbing compression suits.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so you're leaving one behind because you have 5, so you're leaving one behind for Miller. All right, so making your way into the umbilical, you're able to kind of cross over the short corridor to the Cronus's door. However, the door main airlock is damaged, so you are going to have to try to get through that.
Damaged like it's stuck,
Yes.
or
I do still have my clipboard, by the way, and I am watching.
all right.
The clipboard's gonna get shoved up your
Mhm.
ass.
What I'm just looking at the map to just trying to make sense of it. Where would that main airlock be? Like what would it be the
So-
topmost deck?
It's gonna be the top left of the map, the thing that says Deck
Yep.
A, the cryo deck.
Yep.
And if I don't know if you guys can see my ping because I might
Yep.
need to change my
Yeah.
color, but it's right in the middle there.
Yeah.
You guys are
here.
essentially at the top, and you're going to be moving down once you open that airlock.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure like I knew where I was at or we were at. Okay.
I'm
All
going
right.
to assume that I wouldn't be able to just try to pry this open with my hands.
No, it's an airlock door, but
Yeah, I
you do
figured.
have a
All
cutting
right.
torch on you.
Well, I guess I'll try using that cutting torch.
All right, so I need heavy machinery with +2. So don't put the plus, just put 2.
2.
Yes. Okay.
I
Hey!
feel like I should get more than one out of like 8 dice, but
Mhm.
that's fine.
Keegan, it's not 8 dice.
Is it not?
No, it's 10.
Oh no, that's 6. Okay. I
No.
thought there was 5 on the top. Never mind.
Where do you, I see 10 dice on mine.
Well,
No,
either
it's-
way,
So anyway, you still got a success. Again, not pretty, but you use the cutting torch and you're able to at least like cut that outer door. You know, there's a little bit of decompression as the pressure and atmosphere that you have in the umbilical starts flowing into the rest of the chamber, but nothing like major or anything as you get that door open. But of course, you know, there's really no way to seal it, so once you get inside, you're probably going to have to seal the inner airlock door. But moving inside, because you know it's just like a kind of a small ramp that goes down, you do see that the inner airlock door appears to be intact and normal and fine.
Well,
I'm assuming we all have flashlights. That's probably like standard equipment.
Yes, you all have at least a light.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if this was cyberpunk. All right, just open that door, I guess. I mean, we need to get through it.
All right. So yeah, there's the ladder that leads down to the junction. So you open up the door. You notice that you know, you get through the buckled door, you get it pressurized, you go down. The other airlock opens perfectly fine. Basic equipment that you guys have, the you know, it doesn't mention like, you know, additional equipment that doesn't have stats. So you guys have the motion tracker, you have the equipment that I listed to you, but you do have like basic monitors and stuff on the compression suit, so you are able to take an environmental reading. The temperature is below zero, or not below zero, it's below freezing, as Captain Miller mentioned. And the air from the environmental reading appears to be stale, although there is the presence of oxygen at the very least.
How much oxygen? Like,
Yeah, is it like a breathable amount or?
Yeah, there's a breathable amount of oxygen. It's a little stale. It seems like the carbon dioxide levels are slightly higher than they should be, but I mean, it's got breathable atmosphere.
well, fuck yeah.
all right.
Can we take their? I'm gonna take my helmet off. I'm gonna
It's
take my helmet off.
it's still pretty cold
Okay.
though.
It
I
is
mean,
very.
I'm gonna take my helmet off.
all right. Well, taking
Just
your
a
helmet
second.
off, it's below freezing, but it's not below zero. So I mean, it's like walking without a. I mean, I guess technically, if you're wearing a helmet, you would have that little like cowl, like that cloth cowl over your head. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's cold, but it's not like a problem. You know, it's kind of like you're
Okay.
walking outside with a hat in Michigan winter.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not like super comfortable, like as comfortable as it would be inside. The air is definitely stale, like very
Yeah.
stale, and like kind of like it doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell great. And like I
Yeah.
said, you know, it's a little, even though it's really cold, it's a little stuffy because it's got that, you know, little bit more carbon dioxide. But yeah, you're able to breathe just fine without, you know, any issues or anything like that.
Actually, she might be onto something. If we take our helmets off, then we're not using the oxygen from
That is correct.
the tanks in case we need that
Yes.
later. So I will also take
Yeah, I'll
off my
take
helmet.
my helmet off.
Okay, Chris.
It stays on. No, it's coming off.
Okay. All right. So you guys take your helmets off. So all of you are inside this junction right here, and you're in there. I'm assuming you're closing the inner airlock door, just so that way you're not, you know, using
I
all
hope
of
we
the air.
close that before we take our helmets off.
Yeah.
Well, remember you have the umbilical.
Oh, no,
Oh
we're-
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pressurized from the Montero. Just this way, you're not using all of the Montero's fucking atmosphere generators and stuff. But all right, so you guys, you know, get in there. You got your helmets off. Again, kind of stuffy, but and stale, but it's fine. It's just not great. But yeah, so you guys are inside this junction right here. There is another ladder that appears to go down. and you can, just looking down with like your lights and stuff, you can see that there are obviously other decks below, and there's staircase that go down. There's also a intercom in this room, but the intercom doesn't appear to be working. And
So I'm guessing that's not going to be on Mother 2000.
and then give me one moment here, actually, because I realize now that you guys are logged in, I need to give you control over tokens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, titties. All right.
You know what? Actually, give me 1 second. I'm not going to do that on this. I'm going to do this on my laptop. Having two computers is weird.
I believe it, yo.
But all right, so is there anything that you guys are doing in this room or discussing?
I'm gonna
where's-
I
I'm
think
gonna check that the Mother 2.0 or 2000 room,
Okay.
because I assume that's like the computer. It might have control over everything. Maybe if it has like a backup power, we could get it to boot up all the systems and not even have to look around.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Yeah, I will. I'll go with John for now. Until we figure out that we absolutely need to get the reactor running again.
All right, so we'll just
What is
say
EEV?
that you guys are these EEV.
Yeah, it's next to.
EEV.
Isn't that a walking outside in space?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
that's where you would find more, potentially more compression suits, but that's where you would store your, I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's like external something or other.
Okay.
But we're gonna say those two tokens. Everyone has control over all of the tokens. I didn't assign anything specifically to one person, but we'll say that those two are John and Cham. So then, for Davis and for Rye, what are you two doing? You
I
see,
figure
they're making their way up to what appears to be Mother.
I
Oh,
don't see any tokens.
zoom in. They're there.
They're very small. I am
Gotcha.
going to check out Cryo.
Oops, ignore my pingy.
All right, so you want to go to Cryo?
Yee.
I'm gonna go to cryo as well.
All right, so you guys are gonna move there, and then I'm gonna have you guys move down. Hold on, give me a second. Move down this way. So we're gonna pause where I have everyone at right now. All right, so you two walking into the chamber with Mother. Give me one moment here. I got to bring my thing back up. All right. So
I marked my token.
okay. So when you guys get to the door going into Mother, you can see that it's got like a little keypad sort of thing where you would put either a access key or a command sequence. Which technically, Wilson, you would have the command sequence to access this room.
Okay.
Probably 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, probably. No, it's 3, 2, 1.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll try putting in
Trixie.
the command sequence to see if it boots up.
All right, so you put in the command sequence. The door actually does open. It looks like it's running on some sort of like probably like backup power. It opens up to a spotless room with all of the computer consoles and everything around. It looks like not a lot is flashing currently at the moment. So it looks like it's a little bit more subdued, but you can see like the main terminal where you would sit down and start typing to communicate to Mother.
Okay. I guess I do that. I type hello or
How's Hal
whatever.
doing?
So you start typing, and it's very slow to get a response at first. The response that does come up is just booting.
Okay, I need to
And
reboot.
and you can hear some like slight whirring coming, but as of right now, it's just in that booting mode.
Okay. Well, it's an 80s computer, so we're going to have to give it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So now for Paige and for Chris.
I put the wing on my dude because, pilot.
Gotcha. All right. So you guys are making your way down past the stairwell area. You're heading to the south to go to the actual cryo area. So let's go ahead and move you guys down. So when you get down to this area, all right, the footstep noises are going to bother me.
Really? I think it's great.
Do
Yeah.
you? All right, we'll keep the footsteps on for now. All right, so you guys get down there, and just a second, because I need to bring up the other thing.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Oh, it's fine. It's not a big thing.
Is it a goddamn working joke? 'Cause so help me Christ, I will have flashbacks.
All right.
One of those would actually be very useful right now.
I will hide in his butthole. Don't try me.
So over here on the opposite wall, so this is the door that leads to the cryo chambers. Over here at this wall, you see what appears to be a slumped over, headless body of a man in a spacesuit. There appears to be a splatter of blood and brain matter on the wall behind him. And you do see what appears to be a shotgun lying next to him.
I want to pick up the shotgun, but I also want to check if he has a name tag. Or anything like that. It's something that identifies who or what he was.
So
Wallet. Check your
Boom.
wallet.
So, like I said, he appears to be wearing a spacesuit. You notice that there's something not quite right about him. His arms seem like they're almost a little too long, and the compression suit that he's wearing is actually torn at the forearms. Both you and Chris are going to get a +1 to your stress level.
Fantastic. Is there something we have to do on our... Oh, yeah, we click the 1 on the stress, right?
Yeah, to add that dice there, and that will automatically be added to your rolls. Now, you said that you wanted to grab that shotgun?
Grab the shotgun and then look for any identifying thingies.
All right, so looking him over, you can't actually seem to find anything that identifies who he is.
Okay.
All right, so I said that you had 1 reload for the pistol. Since you're checking him for like identification and stuff, you do find a pouch that has shotgun shells. You currently have. Give me 1 second here.
We can put those in the pistol. Nice.
You cannot. There's enough shotgun shells for 1 reload.
Okay.
What would that be? A Taurus Judge? Isn't that the pistol shotgun?
I think so.
We're making one.
All right. So yeah, you guys see that body lying there, not directly across from the cryo room, but not very far from it. Looking at the door going to the actual cryo deck. Did someone drop?
Yeah, someone dropped and came back.
Okay.
It was me.
Okay.
I'm back.
So looking at the door to the cryo chamber itself, it looks like the main door has claw marks all around the edges of the doorway, as if something was trying to scratch its way in. But it looks like the door is sealed shut, like it doesn't look like anything actually breached. The door is still in good condition. So what are you guys doing after checking that body?
You're the captain.
What? I am not the captain.
Yeah, in this situation you are.
Okay. So, you say, obviously, this door right here, there's no, like, maybe, whatever. There's nothing around, like, there's no, well, no, these doors just, like, slide open, so are they just, like, powered down? Like, there's just no, well, yeah, they'd be powered down. That was a stupid-ass question, ignore me.
Are you checking the door?
Yeah, I'm checking the door, thank you.
Okay. So the doors are currently, they do still work. Like I said, the door to Mother worked because there is backup power that's at least operating the doors. This door, however, appears like it's locked from the inside.
Okay. All right. Well, I am going to turn to Rye. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to you, and I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna say, the door's locked from the inside, so we might want to go back up and see if they found anything. If they found anything, because I don't think we're gonna get very far down here. Judging by this unlucky bastard over here, we probably don't want to go alone.
Fair enough.
All right. We'll head back to Mother.
All right, so we'll pause on you guys. So what are you two doing up in Mother's mainframe chamber?
Real quick before that,
Up in the bosom of Mother.
is sound pad running for everyone else?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. It won't let me back into it, so that's fine.
Okay.
Well, it seems like it's been exactly 1 bit, so Mother should be coming online soon, right?
Is it still just booting?
It looks like it started the booting process when you open the door. This is a big ass ship, so it's probably you don't know exactly how long this is going to take. You've never actually seen a Mother 2000 go through a boot up, and it's also almost 80 years old.
Okay.
So,
I also looked.
Oh wait, yeah, my audio dropped.
Yeah.
I lost connection.
I'm not in the connection anymore either.
I think
You
I'm the only one
apparently-
that still hears it.
I still
it
hear
was
it
still
on the
going,
stream.
but when I looked, yeah, I wasn't connected anymore.
Oh, yep, same.
It's weird. It's like you have to constantly be doing things, or it boots us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because it's a sound pad and not like an actual like
Yeah.
constant stream of music or whatever. So I think I'll do it one more time, but if it drops again, we're not going to worry about it too much.
Yeah, just do it for the stream
Yeah.
if it happens again.
All right. So, let me get this in the Discord link real quick.
So I've been
I
doing
actually
pretty good
think-
though, right?
Mm-mm. You're not dead yet.
Yeah, you're alive.
No, I mean on the ship because you're.
Oh, I see. I mean,
Yeah.
you haven't messed anything up today. We've been awake, what? 2 hours?
It's been a good 2 hours so far.
Yeah. That's a fourth
Alright.
of a work day. That's pretty good.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
No notes. Just like this isn't going to be recorded at all because I don't care. All right. So are you guys just staying in that room because it might be a while? You're not actually entirely sure how long that booting sequence is going to take.
I mean, it'll boot without us here. We can go
Yeah,
check
and
out other stuff.
Mother should be able to contact us from anywhere on the ship, right?
Yes.
I would imagine. Yeah, I'd imagine when it's done booting, we'll know.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess we should go check cryo with the others.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys meet
what
back up.
What if we went down this hallway?
Do you want to?
Hold on. If it's a 2, yes. Okay, we're going down that hallway.
God damn it.
Excellent.
Well,
Excellent.
we're gonna die really fast.
All right. So you guys are going down opposite hallways for these two.
Yeah.
So you're walking down the hall. Hold on. Do I have that other tab open? I do not. Give me one moment.
One.
All right. Well, Paige is
Okay.
going to die first. Guaranteed now.
Xenomorph
You said I was
down
going
and
to die
grab.
first earlier.
Yep. Oh, yeah. You got hit by a face hugger. You didn't realize that? Oh, so weird.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
You should just have mine like I was running down the hallway and like in my ISO playthrough, the alien just fucking grabs me and pulls me up into the vent.
Yep.
There, boom.
All right. So 2 things happen. first, for Tad and Keegan, you guys notice what appear to be on this wall over here, not exactly in front of the vent, but nearby, what appears to be almost like a fungal growth in the corner, like on the bottom corner where the floor and the wall meet.
We have like
Oh,
walkie-talkies,
gross.
right?
Yeah, you have like short range radio.
All right, I key mine up and I'm just like, we're getting some fungus in this corner. You guys see that? Over.
Oh, I absolutely like. I don't know if I hate you or if I don't hate you right now.
That was awesome.
That was really good.
I am
Yeah, it was
really
really
happy
good.
with that.
Yeah.
Did you just like cover your mic for that? How'd you do that?
I cut my mic with my mouth. Yeah.
Oh.
But you guys hear that? Also, Chris, your motion tracker detects motion coming from this hallway.
How many little blippies do I got?
You got 2 little blippies.
All right, that's them.
Especially when you
All
get the
right.
radio of we got the fungus.
Yeah, we probably heard that shit.
Well, he
For
did it in the
them.
radio, yeah.
And-
And you heard
yeah.
it coming from around
The
the bend.
hallway.
Yes.
And I heard their radio from where I am.
Because literally
Yeah.
this is like an opening.
Yeah. Can I'm gonna do something stupid, but I'm gonna be like, yo, check this out. And can I, like, very fast, but as quietly as I can, come around to this corner and just wait until they get closer and then jump out and scare them?
Yes. Give me a moment. I need to see what kind of rolls I
Okay.
need to make everyone do.
You're the man with the gun.
Hey, I have 3, so they can kiss my ass. I'm
Damn.
high on drugs right now. Well, I don't know if my character is actually.
All right.
I assume she is.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Yep.
have you roll mobility.
Stealth check.
Yes, we're gonna make it mobility.
Yay. Oh no! What is the face?
Ooh.
Oh, that's the stress die, isn't it?
That is the stress dice. Yes, it is.
What does the face
You have
hugger
a-
symbol mean again?
That
Do we roll observation?
yes, but hold on before you guys do anything.
Okay.
I gotta see if there's something that you roll on the sheet, or if I'm gonna have you roll something separate. So give me
Okay.
1 second. But yeah,
You're
so the
fine.
face hugger symbol that shows up on the stress die like that means that you have to make a panic roll.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Fuck
Okay,
me.
so you'll notice at the top of your character sheet, you see the name Leia Davis, the career pilot, and then there's roll buttons. You have 1d3, 1d6, 2d6.
Yep.
There's one
Oh, I
labeled
see the
panic.
panic.
Roll
Yep.
it.
It's a literal panic button.
3.
It's a literal panic button. A 3. All right. If I remember correctly, which I need to bring this up real quick. If I remember correctly, that's C.
I scream.
That's C. Where's my fucking thing?
I s-
You managed to
I
keep your
scrim.
nerves in check, barely. You're fine.
Oh, yes.
But do you XD squee?
So what happens is you start to move up, and you kind of like duck behind this corner over here. But like something about sneaking through this like dark kind of like freezing ship, it almost like gives you like a sense of like your prey. Like it almost feels like you're hiding from something scarier, especially since you can only hear the movements of them behind the door. And for a momentary like glimpse, you get like a feeling like you're about to get attacked before you get control over yourself and you make that go away. So for Keegan and for Tad, both of you guys give me observation rolls.
This fungus, though.
Mm.
Well, she got
Yeah.
2 successes to your 1, so neither one of you notice anything. So you do the radio. You can hear, the radio from theirs coming down from this hallway. But you guys can just see, like the little fungus going down there. But you don't notice Davis sneaking up on you from behind here.
Well, if I heard them from over here, I'd probably just like, well, I guess I'll go through this door. So pretty much perfect setup.
Yep.
I'm not gonna like scream. I'm just gonna do like a bah, you know what I mean, like a little one.
Okay. Technically, I
looking at
don't
the
actually
fungus.
know if that's a door, but I'm gonna say it's a door. So you're
Yeah.
you're looking at the little fungus thing. So you go through. She jumps out at you. Your stress goes up by 1.
Okay.
Uh,
I got one.
I'm sorry.
as this form just comes out of the fucking darkness and just bah!
I take a swing.
Oh, this is some ass.
Okay, give me a moment here. Now I need to bring up the close combat thing.
This is where I die.
I just crit you and you fucking die.
You just took a swing, so you're gonna take a point of damage.
That's
Me?
half your health.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm down to 1.
Yeah, so you take a point of
Yep.
damage, but after like 5 or 10 minutes of not taking damage, you'll go back.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm just gonna be like, "Ow, you
I
fuck!"
actually, I should ask that. Is going down to 0 health insta death
No.
or? Okay.
No, you just have to roll on the critical injury table. So
So-
it could be
Jesus.
instant death.
So John kind of composes himself after you scared him. He shakes his hand a little bit and then he writes something on his clipboard.
Oh, you.
Straight up the ass.
So he doesn't even like talk to me. He just writes on his clipboard.
Yeah, and then he just kind of looks at her from like over it.
Like,
Okay,
that
I'm
is
just
going
gonna
on your
roll
permanent
my
report.
eyes. Can I guess this, and pertaining to my character, but like with the whole drug thing, like, are you gonna tell, like, is there gonna be like a situation where like if she's, I guess, going through a withdrawal or like crashing or whatever, am I gonna like are you gonna tell me if that happens?
Yes.
Okay. Because I
But-
just don't want to start like popping pills and then have you be like,
Like,
what are you doing?
No,
if
no,
that
you're
does happen, there is a med bay on this ship, I think. Yeah, med lab.
Oh, we gotta go to the med lab. We gotta go to the med
I mean,
lab. The meth
been
lab.
80.
The med lab, I mean.
It's been 80 something years.
It's been 84
It's
Look,
got
it's
them nice-
refrigerated.
It's got the aged meth,
Exactly.
like a fine wine.
The older the better.
But yeah, so
I can't
Keegan,
refute that.
Keegan, looking at the fungus, it just kind of looks like it's it looks like small, almost cylinders, but they're they're like, I hate that I'm going to compare it to this. They look like sweet cakes from Skyrim. Like they're kind of like that spongy shape, you know, that kind of like squat cylinder, except there's like holes all over it.
I cannot believe that you just called a sweet roll a sweet cake.
Or whatever. I haven't played 400 hours of it like you have.
How dare you insinuate that I've only played 400 hours of Skyrim?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I played 400 hours of Skyrim.
All right. Do I have anything like that I can poke him with? Can I like try to like get a sample of it?
Do you have anything for that? Is that what you're asking? I mean,
Yeah.
you can poke at it. You can try to take a piece if you want to.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
All right, so you start poking at it. The moment you like kind of jab it, it kind of quivers a little bit and just like poofs, and it looks like a little bit of dust or spores or something come flying out before kind of like dissipating.
Did it get on me?
It doesn't seem like it did, but it looked like it
Okay.
dispersed in a pretty decent area around here.
Oh Jesus.
But like
All
I said,
right,
it disappears
don't-
real quick.
Yeah. Cool. Don't touch these. Gross. Don't type. What are you typing for? Stop it.
All right, so what are you guys doing? I guess, Chris, what are you doing? Because you would have heard a brah, and then a smack coming from inside.
Well,
the
she said,
swing.
"Look at this," so I assume I followed her.
I did. I went, yo, check this out.
He probably saw the whole thing. She probably saw.
Yeah,
the
I
whole
did.
thing.
I did. The spore thing is bothering me.
Give me one.
Uh,
So what are you guys doing? Like you're all in here now except for Keegan, who's standing over here.
I just motioned towards that wall. I'm just like, there's a weird fungus growing over here.
Yeah, don't touch it, though. See?
I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna touch it and then
Please
my
don't.
finger. I'm not gonna touch it. Just let me
Okay,
fuck with
thank you.
Well, since the cryo chamber is locked from the inside, we discovered that, so there's nothing we can really do.
Oh, nice shotgun.
Thanks.
cool.
Speaking of the shotgun.
Where'd you get that?
Speaking of the shotgun.
dead guy.
What?
Exactly. There's a dead guy, a dead man. I think we're not. His arms are ripped off. His head was shot off. That's really all you need to know. You don't need to go see the gory details. Been there, done that. So, I think,
His arms were ripped off?
yeah, yes, like I said, ripped off. Just ripped right the fuck off.
Hmm.
Out of character question: are these spot holes?
These are, yes. That's what the little lines
Yeah,
are
the
for.
dots
They
are.
represent ventilation.
Spot holes.
That obviously end in spot holes.
Exactly. And is this an elevator?
Is what an elevator?
This down here.
Yes, those
Yeah.
are elevators.
Okay. I like how we all just panged it. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to the legend and everything and what the symbols are. Okay. Okay. Actually,
Isn't there actually a
not.
legend on here?
There is. If
They're
you
probably-
scroll down a little bit
Yep.
down and to the right, you would see a legend.
Yep.
Oh, I see it. I was zoomed in too far and just didn't feel like fucking with it.
Yeah. I was going to say I should offhand know what most of the symbols are.
And an access terminal, honestly, I should too, but it's been a while. So, access terminal. I can't remember what those do. Is that just, like, this is
Probably
gonna
a way
sound...
to access Mother, if I
Yeah.
had to guess.
Yeah, it's a way to access Mother, but there's in a boot up sequence right now.
Okay. Give me just one more second to look up one more thing on the legend. I guess if anyone else has, anything they want to say or do, just go ahead. I'm just trying to get an idea of what the fuck. So, would I have noticed the ventilation, like, shafts there and there? Because I'm assuming if the entrance is, like, literally like it is an ISO, those are pretty, like, decent size and everything.
I'm sorry, what was that? I cut out a little bit.
So, that's okay. Would I have seen or recognized the ventilation on the side of the walls right here? Like, if they look like what they do in ISO, like, literally...
Yeah, all of you guys know what
butthole.
those are. Yeah, they're sput holes. All of you guys would recognize the ventilation shafts.
Okay. Do they open, like... I'm gonna go up to one and see if it opens.
I mean, yeah, it's got a manual, like, little lever thing that you can activate on the side. They'll open it up.
Okay.
We walked by this one over here. Does that one also have fungus?
No, you just noticed it by that one.
Okay.
And I just want to make sure that I'm not going too meta. Well, no, you showed us the plans, so whatever. I'm gonna look at these guys when, like, I open the thing and I'm just gonna say, What do you think? You want to give it a go?
Wait, to do what?
To go in, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, but why? Where,
But why?
like,
Because I fucking suggested it, that's why.
I mean, you don't have to get aggressive.
Sorry, I wheezed.
I just mean I don't see what the reason for going into the vents right now is.
Because the vents can get us into the cryo chamber. But I didn't know if that was too much for my character, because I don't like if you're showing us the schematics and everything, like I don't think I still
Mother,
don't. It wouldn't make.
Yeah, Mother. This is what you got from Mother. These are the deck plans for the ship. You do know that the ventilation
Okay.
shafts are very small.
Okay.
So you are probably the only person who'd be able to fit in.
Oh. Okay. Well, then in that case,
Disappears.
yeah. In that case, I'm just gonna slide right in. No. Well,
That's what he said.
it is what he said. Well, looking at the schematics that we got from Mother of the deck of the ship and seeing where these lead, with the cryo chamber door being locked from the inside, I could probably make it into the cryo chambers from the vents. Unless yeah, I don't know if there's I guess out of character, if there's something else anyone wants to like do that's not that, please tell me. I'm just,
I mean, were these locked or something?
Yeah, they were locked from the inside, so like there was no way for us to.
We have a cutting torch.
We do have a
I
cutting
might just
torch,
be able to cut through it.
but it'd be more fun to go through the vent.
Well,
I mean, I guess
at the very least.
Tell you what, you go through the vent, you unlock the door, and we'll just walk through.
There,
Yeah.
see, boom.
At the very least, though, you could like get in the vent right here instead.
That's true. It'd be less vent time, but you probably want maximum.
I
Vent
want
time.
maximum vent time, yo.
All right.
Like,
I mean, I'm not
want
gonna stop
something
you.
new. Yeah,
Mm.
I do have and
Well,
feel
if you
free to say
want-
no. And feel free to say no. Can I borrow the motion tracker? I don't remember who has it, but can I borrow it just for the vents?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, if you want maximum vent time, you would enter there and then come out here and then go through that door to get into to open this door.
Well, here's the thing. We're not going to do that.
There is such a thing as too much vent time.
Exactly.
Okay, then we want a medium amount of vent time. Let's be honest with ourselves here. You said maximum. I was giving you maximum.
You were, and I appreciate that. It was my mistake. Okay, so then I am gonna skadoop the motion tracker. Turn on my flashlight, 'cause I'm assuming it's dark as hell in here. Crawl in this bitch, and my goal is to get to this bitch.
Okay. From one bitch to another. Where?
Exactly.
What are the rest of you guys doing? Are you just making your way down to the cryo area?
Yeah,
I'll just start walking.
Will we still get hit with the stress, even though we already know that's there?
You will because you haven't seen it, and it's pretty gnarly.
Okay.
Who wants to see a dead body?
You kids want to see a dead body?
Is that from Leo and Satan?
It might be.
Okay.
It might be.
I swear it is, but sorry, go ahead.
All right, so you're starting to make your way through the vent. Yes, Tad, you will get another stress from seeing that fucked up dead body. But you see the same thing that they see. The head's blown off. It looks like the arms are weirdly long and is torn at the compression suit that it was wearing. And you see the claw marks on the cryo door. Paige, you're making your way through the vents. You turn at this junction here. So you know there's this junction that goes down to where they're at and where you found that body, and you're trying to make your way looping around over here. As you're going through, you start getting a motion sensor blip over here.
I hate my life. Okay.
I also need you
No. No, you don't.
On your sheet,
Mm-hmm.
give me a second, because I gotta look and figure out what the fuck I'm talking about.
Click another
I don't know why
stress
you do that to
die.
yourself.
In fact, give yourself all 10 stress die, because that's
I
how you
mean, first
fucking
of all,
feel right now.
you give yourself a stress die, yes.
Really?
Yes, thanks for reminding me.
God damn it.
And
Note
then
to self, shut the fuck up. Alright, go ahead.
down on the lower left of your sheet where you see consumables,
Yep, give me 1 second. Uh-huh.
put a 5 where that 0 is next to power.
Okay. For my flashlight. Or no, for the... Wow. I need to be careful.
Yeah, it's like for your
What?
flashlight.
No, I
You
said...
don't need power for your
No.
fleshlight. You
I
just need
said
to wash it when you're
flish
done.
with an I, not an E, but I realized my fucking mistake.
But yeah, that is for your motion tracker.
Yep.
So then click the power button.
Okay.
Should I have a 5 for my cutting torch?
You should, and I'll have you do that in a second. Thank you for reminding me. Okay.
Oh,
So that's good. So you still have full power on the motion tracker. Keegan, go ahead and do the same thing. Put a 5 on your consumables under power for the cutting torch, and then okay. So now you have a 4.
All right. Well, it's a fucking dumbass cutting torch.
Wait, he didn't have that
Oop,
stress
nope,
die.
didn't mean that.
He didn't have that stress die when he used the cutting torch, did he? Or does that not matter?
No, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
You roll the stress die just for your supply rolls.
Okay.
You don't add your own stress die to that. That you see how he rolled 5 dice. He's rolling 5
Okay.
dice because he had supply 5.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah. So Paige, you're getting the motion sensor blip from over here.
okay. I am going to... What are these big thingies?
I don't know.
Okay, alright.
I assume
you
they're
guys-
like other spot holes.
Can you stop pinging in that one fucking spot? I know the danger's there. Okay.
Right
I hate all of you.
Actually, everyone else stop doing that if you would.
there. Okay.
Thank you.
Hold on. There's a mistake.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Actually,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I dare not enter the spot hole.
Okay. Jesse, I am going to I'm going to turn down here, down this long one right here, and I am going to start heading that way. Please stop pinging that so fast at me. It's making me really uncomfortable.
Make me mobility.
I don't know if you noticed, Paige, but it was actually getting closer to you.
It was. That's why I was freaking out.
I think that was intentional.
Oh,
Nice. All right. So you start making your way down. You get almost to the end of the vent here, which is closed up, but there's like the little manual release. But you hear a noise from behind you. I need you to make an observation roll with +1.
Are you
For the
gonna do
record,
Fun.
The
Is there any-
soundboard isn't working again.
Damn it!
Yeah,
was
no,
gonna say that-
I'm done messing with the soundboard, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun fact: you probably want to fail this.
Fun fact.
Well,
All right, so you turn just in time to see a figure dart from this vent to the next. It's a rat.
Okay.
Sprat.
It's a sprat.
That's an 80. That's an 80-year-old space
Yeah.
rat.
So I'm just gonna come out
Oh,
here,
God. We're
For a
gonna open
minute.
one of the cryo chambers, and it's just gonna be full of rats.
and I'm gonna look at them, and I'm gonna wipe my forehead, and I'm gonna be like,
Long vent.
maximum sput hole time is what you're looking for, not vent time. See,
I'm
this
gonna-
time, this way she gets 3 sput holes instead of just
Exactly.
one, instead of 2.
Sorry, what
True.
are you trying to say, Paige?
I'm gonna look at them, wipe my forehead, and be like, there's fucking rats in there. And then I'm gonna go and jump in this
Go
one
in that
over
one.
here, and then go
Well,
to the cryo.
Hold on. Before you jump into that one, once you climb out and you say that, you guys notice that the lights start turning on.
Ooh.
Oh, hey.
And you
Oh.
see a little bit of a haze of vapor as warmer air begins filling the corridors.
Mother must be
Oh.
on. I'm gonna
Nice.
start. I'm gonna start. Actually, let me see if I can remember how to do this. Is it this? Hold on. Did that work? Did it do the route for me?
Mm.
Wait, Tad, why would you go all the way up there when there's an access thing right here for Mother?
Because he's going to the
There it is.
mainframe.
Yeah, I'm at.
He wants to do the mainframe for it. You
Okay.
guys also hear, as he starts making his way to the Mother terminal, you guys hear, warning, cryo chambers deactivated.
Okay, well,
Oh,
I'll
Well,
check on that too.
okay.
oh wait, deactivated. Probably like just now deactivated. Okay.
Yeah, like it's saying, like, cryo chambers deactivated.
All right. Well, I guess if there's any survivors, we'll figure out real quick.
So what are the three of you doing?
I'm
Waiting for this door to open.
Okay. And
yeah.
Tad,
Yeah,
what are you doing
I'll-
in the Mother?
Just see if I can get like a systems rate out, see what's working, what's not working, anything that's damaged.
Okay. So give me 1 second here to bring that up.
Also in the Discord, I'm posting the link to the Alien original soundtrack if anyone wants to jam that since the thing's not working.
That's a
Alright,
good
I'll put that
idea.
down.
All right. So you know that. Okay, Hatchie, hold on. It vanished on me for a second. All right. So the engines are still offline. So you know that something's going to have to be done with the engines. It looks like the air scrubbers don't seem to be working properly, so they're not actually like scrubbing the CO2 out of the air. That's why it's as stale as it is. And then you also know that the communications array is damaged as well.
Okay. Is that all the information I get? I can't like get more information on why the air scrubbers aren't working or anything like that.
I mean, it just seems like the air scrubbers, they've been deactivated for so long that they just need to be cleaned.
Okay. I guess I'll key up the walkie-talkie and just so it looks like we might need a clean of the air scrubbers. The engines are gonna need checked, and the communication array. Someone's gonna have to go out and look at that. Over.
So you guys all get that message.
I guess I'll get the array.
If the array's broken, then how come we got a distress signal?
That's
Probably
probably why it
different
was garbled.
Yeah.
You got a garbled distress signal. You couldn't make out what it was. So, you guys start hearing movement from behind this door before this
Okay.
door finally unlocks.
I'm gonna jump. Can I hop back in the vent?
You can start moving to the vent, yes.
Yeah.
Bloop.
The one. Yeah. Exactly.
So this door opens, and you see an individual walk out. Kind of, it looks like they've just put on a shirt and some pants, and they're kind of looking around a little bit confused and dazed, and then they look over at you two. It appears to be a man, but he looks over at you two, and he's just like, "Oh, hello?"
Hi, friend.
Welcome to
So
the world of tomorrow.
This might be a bit of a shock for you, but you've been stranded out here for about 84 years.
80.
It's a
Just
little
80.
less than 80.
I think it was like
A little
70.
less.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's actually 75 if you want to know the exact thing, but it's a little less than 80.
All right, so like, almost about 3/4 of a century. You've been just floating here.
So he starts shaking his head. He's just like, What are you talking about?" He looks extremely disoriented.
Do we have any like canteens or anything?
I mean, on you, probably not. No.
That's a shame. Well, you should. How about you sit down for a minute? Just get your senses back to you.
So he's like, "All right," and he walks kind of back into the room to go sit on a bench. Uh, you guys notice when he walks in, if you guys are following him,
Mm,
there are 4 other people in that room.
like awake?
Yes, that look like they're putting
Okay.
on clothes. They all look very disoriented, just like him.
Well, I mean that's what'll happen when you're frozen for almost a century.
I mean, that is fair.
Sorry, hold on. Had to chew the red vine. Did I jump in the vent before I saw this dude come out?
I mean, you're in the vent, but you would have saw and heard.
Okay, well then I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna follow them. Like, I'm obviously not gonna stay in there.
Okay, and then Tad, what are you doing?
There's rats in there.
You
There's rats.
from where you're at with Mother, you can tell that the that 5 of the cryo stasis chambers have opened.
Okay. I've probably gotten pretty much all the information that I need from that. Like, I've gotten the readouts. I know what we need to fix, so I'll just start heading back towards them.
Okay, no problem. So I will actually go ahead and move you. I'm gonna put you right here.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. You'd be able to make it in while everyone's still like walking and everything. So you guys are all in this room right now. But yeah, there appear to be 5 people. You've got one. What looks like 2. There are 2 women and 3 men that are all in here. And they all, like I said, they're putting on clothes. They all look very, very disoriented, though. One of them, the oldest individual, is like holding his head.
He probably is the oldest individual after almost 100 years in cryos.
Yeah.
I close the door behind me, and I just kind of ask, so, is this your whole crew in this room right now?
So the first guy that you guys were talking to, he just kind of like looks confused for a second. He looks back at everyone and says, I think so. I don't really remember who are you?
We're a crew from a different ship. We just kind of stumbled across you guys. I don't know if you've been told, but you guys have been in cryosleep for like 80 years.
You notice, one of the other men, looks like he's either like Chinese or Japanese. He kind of looks over. He looks a little less disoriented than everyone else, and he just kind of looks over at you guys and he says, "Almost 80 years."
Yeah,
Mm,
rounded up, 80 years.
And you see
75
everyone.
if we're being exact.
You see everyone kind of just look at each other and start shaking their heads at each other, like they're very upset and not not very happy with that kind of news.
Yeah, it's upsetting news. More importantly, if this is the whole crew in this room right now, you guys have been found before, and the guy blew his brains out, so that's strange.
Well, he looks up and he says, I don't know what you're talking about, but there's a lot of these cryo tubes. Only 5 of us came out.
I guess they don't remember fully. Okay,
Yeah,
well, don't go
their
out in the
memory is
hallway.
fucked.
Yeah. Is there like a
Can I-
sheet or something I could throw over that guy out in the hallway?
There you would be able to find because if you go through the cryo area, there's the examination room, showers and wardrobe are down here, along with another junction that leads to the rest of the ship. The wardrobe, I mean, there's plenty of like sheets and stuff like that you would be able to grab.
Okay, I'm throwing a
Can
sheet
I
over there.
check the cryo rooms and see like if it looks like any of them aside from the 5, had thawed like anytime recently or anything. Like I'm basically just checking all the tubes.
All right. I'll get back to you in a second.
Okay.
So Tad, you're throwing the sheet over. Paige and Chris, what are you two doing?
Let's take a gander at the map. Where it? Because I needed to fix the comms array.
Yeah.
That's what it was, right?
Yeah, the comm array is
Where is
pretty messed up. So the comm array is outside.
Yeah, I assume it's outside.
That is going to require a spacewalk.
So I believe. Well, we came in through here. Is there only the one? Hold on. Let me look at the legend here.
Yeah. Like, what kind of exits do we
Look for
have?
another airlock. Okay, the airlock looks like it's the like half filled in box.
It is.
Okay.
You can go through the vehicle bay. That has an airlock.
The junction right there has an airlock.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Judging by the top of the ship, the top of the page where it has like the side view of the ship, I'm guessing that the comms array is on the top, near the
Yeah.
near where the what is it place we came in was.
Yeah.
So then the junction would be perfect.
Yeah. Is there more than because we have an umbilical over that? Do we not?
You do. You had. That's where you guys came in at.
I guess you could temporarily unhook the umbilical so you could get out and. I mean, they can just.
Oh, the umbilical is on the junction right now. Oh, okay. Maybe or we could.
I mean, I'm sure we could hook it back up.
Oh, there's also the junction down here that doesn't have the thing on it, and it's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
same level as us.
This junction doesn't have an airlock though; it just has ladder.
Oh shit, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah, the only other airlock I'm really seeing is in the vehicle bay, which is on like the bottom floor.
Yeah.
You guys know that the elevators. You haven't checked them, but the elevators would lead to the vehicle bay.
Deck C has another airlock, actually.
XC might be the best way to go because that's up front.
Yeah.
Whereas the vehicle bay is, it's kind of same, but I think that's. I'm going to guess the vehicle bay is lowest part.
I'm guessing so, and it's probably like it's not like a small. Well, I guess there are small airlocks there too. It would probably be faster to go down to Deck C than to Deck D, though.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
All right. So you
are
want to
any
start
of these
making your way?
people comm specialists?
Let me see.
Oops.
I'm still seeing.
Oops.
Not blind yet, huh? That's good.
Nope. I am not blind yet.
Getting there, though. We all are. So
I mean, yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm gonna be checking the
So
never
the
mind.
only one who has any sort of Comtech experience appears to be that, or sorry, there's two of them. The Asian man and the older guy who's still just like holding his head. But if you ask around, the Asian guy mentions both him and Dr. Cooper have some experience with communication devices. Although he looks over at Dr. Cooper and he says, Dr. Cooper isn't looking so great, though.
All right, then it looks like you're going with me.
You're saying that to the Asian man?
Yeah, he has a name.
He
I
does.
just don't know it.
He does. He stands up and
Juniki.
he has to think about it for a moment, but he holds out his hand and he says, Flynn, it's nice to meet you.
God damn it.
10 out of 10. You gotta do it now. You gotta do it.
No, his name is Flynn.
I feel like I'm missing out on a joke.
Look in
It's
the
in
Look
the
chat.
at
chat.
the chat.
All right. Yep.
That's it.
I'm gonna do a medical aid on the old guy just to see if he's okay, because I have a point in that. I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah, you're not
Well-
able to really tell what's going on. When you're looking him over, he just kind of like he tries to shove you away for a second, but then like he kind of like lets you look over him a little bit, and he says he's just like, oh I just have a really bad migraine right now.
Hmm.
Uh,
Pupils
Brain
dilating and all that.
aneurysm.
it starts to look like it, yeah, and he's just like, oh, I just something with hypersleep. Just I don't think it doesn't. I don't have.
Got a tummy ache
Whereas
too.
the Canada's a place, and I don't have a
Canada is a place.
idea with dreams and other things that I. And he starts
I think he's having a stroke, guys.
he starts
Like, not-
speaking like nonsense and incoherently.
Okay,
It
I'm the doctor.
does half his face look like it's starting to sag.
It does not.
Okay.
Are there any?
Having stroke, call ambulance.
If we can get him down to deck B, it looks like there's some beds there. He might need a lie down.
Yeah.
Keegan, when you were looking over the cryo tubes, it doesn't look like any of them have been opened recently. Most of them are empty, although you see two of them that look, you can tell that there are still people inside, but they look like desiccated husks right now. Like at some point, their cryo tubes failed.
Oh.
All right, well,
Yucky.
I guess I'll walk back out there and say it does look like two of your other crewmates during your what was that? During your time in cryo sleep had some malfunctions. I'm sorry.
So they all kind of just look back and forth at one another, obviously upset. Chris, are you still hanging around?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Flynn. I almost called him.
Ajinman.
Waiting for him to get ready. He's coming with me.
Okay. So Flynn's still looking concerned at Cooper. You guys start to notice that it looks like blood is starting to come out of Cooper's nose and ears.
Oh, boy.
there's
Man, I'm really bad at medicine.
there's the examination room right there that has it looks like
Yeah.
We'll move him in there.
uh,
Does anyone else have any medical? I have a +1, and I obviously didn't get shit.
I don't
a
have
med
medical.
kit that is in there. Let me check. Oops.
Give him some motion.
I don't think I do.
Jesse, can I ask a
Nope.
question real quick?
What's up?
What does empathy mean?
Empathy is like insight. It's going to be your social skills. Like if you're trying to talk to someone or negotiate with
Okay.
them or, yeah. Think of it like a
Okay.
combination of insight and persuade.
Okay, thank you.
So you guys are
I have
taking
medical.
Cooper to the examination room?
Yeah, we'll take him to the examination room. Do you want to look him over, Chris?
I'm pretty sure that's more important than the comm, so yeah.
We'll get him checked out, and then you guys can go fix the comm.
Dot Coop.
Yeah, and it'll give Flynn a little bit more time to settle on.
Yeah, wake up.
All right. So the four of you move Cooper into the examination room. As you guys get in here, he starts like convulsing really bad. Blood starts coming out of his
Ooh.
eyes, and they roll over as he just writhes against you. You try to hold him down on the table that you have in the examination room. You notice that the other crew members of the Cronus don't follow you inside. But he flails about at everything, and you guys are trying to like kind of hold him down. And with a pop and a little bit of a splash, his eyeball launches out of his face and smacks into Davis before bouncing off the floor and rolling under rolling under the table.
So do I add the stress die now, or...
No. Hold on.
Okay, alright.
You see a slender, white, gore-covered arm push its way out of the empty socket. and start blindly reaching around before grabbing at Cooper's mouth and start yanking the jaw back. You hear
What
flesh.
is this?
You
Is this Call of Cthulhu or Aliens?
Right.
you hear flesh. You hear
I stick the barrel of the gun in the eye socket and I pull the trigger.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck what that is.
Go ahead and give me a ranged attack. Give it +1.
Okay. One. Probably still won't make it. But... Oh wow!
Oh,
Holy
or
shit.
you will.
Nice. All right. So you technically have options here, but I'm assuming you want to convert that to extra damage.
Yeah.
All right. Now let me see if I can find stats. I have
I
a
don't know
lot
what
of
the kill arm
tabs.
man is, but
What
Okay.
did you? How did you describe it?
a
Well,
little
A
pale
white
arm.
gore-covered arm.
yes,
Yeah.
a white spindly little arm with like a couple of clawed fingers came bursting out of his empty eye socket, reached around to the inside of his mouth and starts like trying to pull essentially his head open at the jaw.
Okay, maybe it's because, like me, Keegan doesn't have a lot of experience with Alien. But what the fuck?
No, don't worry. I have experience with Alien, and I don't know what this
Yeah, I don't
is.
know what it is either.
Yeah, this is something
I
new.
think Jesse tricked us into a Cthulhu game.
That's what I said.
First of all, this is the cinematic scenario, Chariot of the Gods, that I did not write. Number two, you
Sure.
guys
You
haven't
should have.
seen the entire thing yet because he just pulled a gun on
That's
it and
true.
shot.
Number
All right.
3, he wouldn't have to trick us into a Cthulhu game.
I would not. Everyone
True.
would jump in on that. All right. So Tad, you shoot off around and you hear like this loud screech as his body falls back. Finally, the arm kind of retreats back inside, shakenly, and then you see this white figure just burst out from the guy's mouth and land kind of not like very gracefully on the ground. It kind of gets on shaky feet and it shakes off flesh from its spined back. It appears to be white, and it has a bulbous head with no eyes. Has anyone seen Covenant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like a bloodburster, and it immediately, you notice it's got a big fucking bullet hole right in like where its like shoulder arm is, and it immediately rushes off into the shower area.
Can I?
Are we gonna follow it?
Did it
I'm
look like?
Go
I
ahead.
Never
shot
mind.
it. I feel like I've done my part, so I want to go finish it.
I feel like I would have followed it personally.
Okay, so you're
I've-
chasing after it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the
Yeah.
Kill it, Davis. I'll give you a banana sticker.
I'm gonna. Oh my god! I'm gonna grab the bolt gun, and I'm gonna chase it.
All
like
right,
the
give
shotgun's
me one
overkill.
second here.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and make me mobility. Do it at -1 though.
Okay. Bruh.
Okay, wow, damn.
Hmm.
So you managed to rush in here. Oh, I'm not going to make you re-roll this, but yes, everyone increase your stress by 1.
Okay.
So, Paige, you managed to chase it in here. Is anybody else going with Paige?
I am. Also, you moved me.
Paige is the one with the wing.
Yeah.
I'm the green.
The
Okay.
gleam.
There you go.
So, Paige, you are able to get close enough to it with the bolt gun that you can try to get a shot off if you would like.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and make me a ranged combat roll.
Okay.
Remember, you had 4 shots with the bolt gun, so this will use 1 of them.
Okay.
Unlike the other guns, this doesn't have like a reload thing. You just
Nice.
have that.
Okay.
All
So
right.
did I miss it?
No, you got a success.
Yeah.
the stress.
On one of the
Okay.
stresses. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
The stresses can give you successes.
Yep.
Cool. Haha.
Yep, as long as you don't roll the face hugger, you're good. So you shoot a bolt right into the fucker, nail it into the ground. It lets out a squeal before perishing.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you're really good at range combat. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Was that in character or out of character?
That's out of
Probably
character,
out of
probably.
I probably wouldn't have said range combat. I probably would
Yeah.
have said you're a real good shot. But yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you're really
So,
good at mechanical ranged combat, PC number 2.
I'll just have the gun in my hands, turn around, and I'll be like, "Thanks."
To
Now,
be
what
fair,
the hell did we do with this? What
she
were you
only
gonna say,
rolls
Chad?
one more die than me.
All right, so you guys are in there. All of this is happening. Obviously, you know, people are kind of freaking out because there's a couple of people looking in who just saw what happened to Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
How's Cooper doing, by the way?
Cooper's dead.
Okay.
I mean,
You
you
shot his eye.
shot him in the head.
I shot the little arm coming out of his head. If he was still alive.
If you examine, you can tell it looks like his brain has been eaten away.
Okay.
If you examine, you can determine that he was killed by a gunshot wound to the head.
Yes.
Shit.
All of you guys.
Jesse,
Can't go back to county.
No, go ahead, Paige.
What was that thing called? A blood burster?
Yes.
Yeah. I already Googled it. It's like a little white xenomorph.
Yeah. The ones from Alien Covenant. So all of you guys hear your comm units, your little shortwave radios, crackle with a burst of static, and you hear Mother's voice coming out of it, but it comes from the Montero. You know, there's a distinct different kind of tone that Mother has from like the newer units compared to the older ones, but you can tell it's the Monteros.
Mm-hmm.
Displacement drive malfunction, cascade failure imminent. Fission reactor overload in T-minus 10 minutes.
So I'm not a reactor tech. Sounds bad.
Stress
Wait,
level for everyone increases by 1. Yes, the Montero.
The ship
What
we
does
came
that
from. That means the reactor on the ship we came from is like melting down.
Yes. When it says fission reactor overload in T-minus 10 minutes, that's the same thing Ripley did to destroy the Nostromo.
So
that bitch.
I think
So
we
she.
need to leave. Like we need to get the engines up on this ship, and we need to get away from the original ship.
Is
Or
there no way that we can stop the meltdown on?
We have
On
10
our ship?
minutes.
hey, real quick, Jesse,
Yeah.
does our comm? Can we reach Miller? Could I reach Miller? Could I try to reach Miller?
You can try to reach Miller, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna grab out my comm. Be like, Miller, what the fuck is going on up there?
So you get a response back. It sounds frantic, and you hear Miller just say, I have no idea. I just heard the message from Mother saying that the fission reactor's overloading. Fucking goddamn it! You can hear like what sounds like some clanging around. She's like, I don't know what's happening, but I can't stop it.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna turn to Rye.
Okay, we
'Cause
need
you're
our
the tech.
yeah. Wait, aren't you? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think there'd be any time for you to get up there and help, or would it be? Should we direct her down here, tell her to come here?
Oh, that'd be Keegan's character. Would be the one that does that stuff.
Oh, okay.
What?
Would it? Because he's the cargo dude.
He has the highest heavy machinery, technically, but I will tell you, actually, Keegan, go ahead and make a heavy machinery check for me.
Okay. No modifier.
No.
Ooh.
Jeez, okay.
Hey.
Fuck. All right, so you know if it's a cascade failure from a displacement drive malfunction, because that's what's happening. It's not like somebody... If it's a displacement drive malfunction like that, there's no redoing that or undoing that. If it's going through a cascade failure, you can't undo it.
Okay.
Yeah,
What were you gonna say?
That's fucked.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's bad.
Okay. Miller, there's no going back from that. You got to get on this ship right now. There's nothing we can do, or else
Okay.
it's game over for you.
What this thing is going to take out both ships, though.
Yeah, we got to work on that now, but we can't do anything with that ship, so we got to try to get this one running.
Miller,
Okay.
if you want to be a hero and drive away, I'll make a mark in your record.
Are you fucking insane? And then she stops for a moment and she says, there's Daisy.
Yep.
We've got that little power loader. I can try to set it, but I'm not that great of a pilot.
There's 10 minutes. Oh, pilot, like, for the ship. Okay, never mind.
Well, she needs to pilot the other, like, little loader off of that ship onto the Cronus.
Okay.
Oh, I might be able to do that.
I can try. What deck?
We could also, I mean, we could try to get the engines up on this ship. Miller can come over here and we can just floor it away.
Keegan, because you rolled fucking 4 successes on your thing, you know that it would take probably a little while to get the engines going back on this.
Okay.
Like more than 10 minutes. Like there's no way to get the engines going in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Is there?
So here's an idea. Miller, all she has to do, take off the umbilical, hit just fucking stick the throttle on that ship, and then go out the airlock, and we'll grab her. Like in a pressure suit, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want her to leap out and spacewalk to you guys?
Yeah.
Mm.
If there's
she
10
doesn't want to heroically drive it away and go down with the ship, like a good captain would.
Hold on, Paige. What are you trying to say? Because I feel like you've been interrupted 4 times.
No, it's okay.
Paige.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No. This happens all the time with chat when you're online.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say if I can try and get up to Miller and we can both she can floor it, I can get up there and I can try and pilot the Daisy off the ship back onto the Cronus. Cause we're still on the same level as the airlock, so it wouldn't take me that long to get up there.
No, just a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Isn't the? Oh no, the Daisy's the smaller ship.
Yep.
Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Daisy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why she mentioned the Daisy. The just trying to take
I
the
was thinking
Daisy.
of power loader for some fucking reason.
No, you guys have that little little tiny little power loader thing. Like the power loader is the mech, but you also have the little loader ship.
Yeah. Yeah. There's the idea. Go undo the umbilical, hit the throttle on the Cascade failure ship so it goes away, get in the Daisy, and then come over here and dock with this ship.
All right.
Technicians should get down to the vehicle bay to make sure that fucking door is working, because that's going to be important.
I will. I'll also go down there and make sure.
Okay. Just repeat, what did you say? Sorry, my phone went off and it distracted me. Like, I'm not even gonna lie about it, so.
Like my plan?
Yeah, what did you just say to make sure I get to what point? Because that.
Just go over there, get on the other ship, the whatever. Undo
Montero.
the umbilical. Yeah, the Montero. Undo the umbilical. Stick the throttle forward at full blast. Then get on the Daisy. Come over here and dock with this ship in the vehicle bay, which is on the bottom.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, we can do it.
All right, Tad, where are you going? What are you doing? Just so I know where you're at, because I know you don't have as much to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm apparently directing all this show. Either the bridge or the dispatch office. What would be the better spot, do you think? Probably the bridge?
Well, I mean, you'd be going there by yourself.
That's true. Dispatch office is by where Keegan's going, so I'll go to the dispatch office.
All right, so the 3 of you are all heading down to the vehicle bay, and then Paige is running to the Montero?
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. So let me grab tokens here. So Paige is the wing, so I'm going to move this up here for just a moment. grab
green.
these guys.
I guess
Do
you
I
don't
see-
know. Need to know.
You know what? I'm not gonna fuck myself like that. God.
Mm-mm.
Continue.
No, please. Fuck yourself.
No. Mm-mm. No.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Realize I
Oh,
made this
so
way harder on myself than I needed to, but whatever.
I found a good ambient track that's specifically Alien Isolation too. If anyone wants me to link that, I'm kind of starting to make a playlist, Jesse. If you want me to send it
Yes.
over, but we'll worry about that later.
Yeah, you can send that to me after we're done with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So you start running your way to the Montero. You get across to the other side. It's easy enough to retract the umbilical. When you do, though, you notice because there's no way to close the outer airlock door to the Cronus. As you retract the umbilical, part of the umbilical gets like torn up, so there's no way to
Okay.
reconnect it at this point.
Okay.
Which, I mean, you probably don't want to, but
Yeah.
you see Miller in there. She's got her compression suit on. She is looking very frantic and kind of freaked out, but she's just kind of like letting you take over from here. So you make your way to the bridge, and I need you to make a piloting roll. No modifier.
Oh.
Paige, I will tell you one thing, and this is important for everyone to know too, just because, for more important things. I forgot about this, so I will apologize. You do have the
That's okay.
ability to push a roll.
I
When
do,
you
and I.
push a roll, you increase your stress by 1,
Uh-huh.
and then you roll all the dice again.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Okay.
I'm up to 5 stress die in case anyone was wondering.
You are, yes.
Oops, I almost went and did the wrong thing. Okay, pilot, no mod. Hey,
There you
that's
go.
better.
Damn.
That's better.
I'm also going to be honest here. So normally when you roll 1 on the stress die like that, you cannot push a roll. The only reason I let you push that is because I forgot to mention you could push rolls earlier.
Yeah.
But normally if you get a stress failure like that, you wouldn't be able to do it. But all right, so yeah, you get those 4 successes on there. You're able to just autopilot the Montero to pretty much go a perfect trajectory to kind of keep the blast away from the Cronus as much as possible, and then you and Miller make your way down to the cargo area of the Montero. Make me a mobility roll now.
Okay.
No modifier.
Oh.
Okay, I mean, you still got some
weird
successes. It is, yes.
Yeah.
Now I need you to make a panic roll.
Yeah, a little bit. Beep, 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 beep. Oh no.
7. 7 is definitely a something.
Yeah. What is a pan? Is it a? Oh my god. What dice is it normally?
D10?
It's a
Thank you.
D6 plus your current stress score. So you actually rolled a 2.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yes, the higher your stress gets, the higher you're going to roll on the panic table.
Yeah.
All right, nervous twitch. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increase by 1.
Oh, thank God you're on a whole other ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Miller, who's already at some stress, but your stress goes up again, and
So I'm at a 6.
yeah,
Okay.
you're kind of freaking out because you're gonna explode.
Yeah.
Like explosion is imminent here, but you manage to get to the cargo area. Shit is kind of getting knocked around. You notice probably the thing that makes you the most nervous is because half of the tanks didn't decay and it's still tritium gas. This is going to be an even bigger explosion.
Bigger explosion. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
But you see Daisy there, and it's easy enough to jump in Daisy and depressurize and kind of go out. So now we're going to pause on you.
Damn it! I was ready to make that piloting check, but go ahead.
We're going to pause on you. Now for the guys. So you guys are in the vehicle bay. We got Chris and we got Keegan who are running around trying to get the vehicle bay open, and we got Tad in the dispatch office. So the vehicle bay down here, there are chains kind of secured to a couple of what look like small, kind of like ATVs that you would use to like take out on a planet.
Oh, sick.
It doesn't really look like there's much else here. You see, like there are rattling chains that are like that were holding ships and whatnot. The bay is fairly empty. There are oil spots around, and it's relatively like kind of dark, even with the lights powered back on. But the area is currently pressurized, and you need to depressurize and get the doors open. Tad, from inside the dispatch office, you're able to kind of like seal that door so you would not be subjected to depressurization if they do that.
Yeah.
I will allow you from in your position to help these guys with whatever they're doing since you're trying to coordinate.
Okay. Would that be like a command?
Yes. So make a command roll. Go ahead and do it with a +1 modifier.
Okay. I don't have any points in command, but my empathy. So.
Yeah.
Well.
Ooh.
All right. Well,
Is
that
that
is a
a-
success though. But now I need a panic roll
Well-
from you.
Ooh.
10. Oh, that is not so great.
So it begins.
Luckily, I'm in a different room, so you guys should not hear my scream and also go up a panic.
All right. Interesting result. So what happens is like through the thing, you're kind of directing them and everything, and they're like, "All right, we got it," and then you freeze. You were frozen by fear or stress for 1 round, losing your next slow action, but your stress level, nobody else is within range of you, but your stress level increases by 1.
Okay, so I'm up to
Pretty
5.
much you give that command, but then you realize like, holy crap, everyone's listening to me right now, everyone's depending on me right now. If I fuck this up, everything's ruined, blah blah blah. All right, so you're doing that. Now for Chris and Keegan.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys need to get this thing depressurized, and you need to get the vehicle bay door open, which appears to be kind of rusted out a little bit.
All right. Well, we're obviously going to need to get this place depressurized before I start working with that door. Otherwise, it might open.
All right, so I need a contact roll from Chris, because I'm assuming Chris will be the one actually trying to do that.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a contact with a +1 modifier from Tad.
Oh, nice.
Hey, there you go.
Dab.
I like that, Tad. Jesus Christ. Okay. So fucking you see Rye just run over to a computer terminal, stressed as all hell, but still fucking manages to like not only start depressurizing the whole area, but manages to find like extra ventilation access to depressurize faster. Like faster than this place would normally be able to go. Keegan, that gives you plenty of time to do a heavy machinery at fucking +2 now.
Hey.
Damn, all right. So yeah,
Holy shit.
you managed to knock the rust off of the entrance to the vehicle bay area right here, and easily managed to kind of get you guys off to the side. We'll just put you over here for now. Actually, we'll put you in the fucking dispatch office, because you probably don't want to be in there when Daisy's coming in. But you guys get yourselves into the dispatch office with plenty of time. Now, Paige. So
Yes.
I
All to
need
you.
you to make a piloting check. You're going to get 2 bonus dice from this, though, because they managed to get all of this open so fast that it's just a clear shot for you.
Okay, so 2 modifier.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Now I need a panic roll from you.
God damn it.
Oh, okay.
But I
mean,
mean,
that's
we
like
know
a
what it
1.
does.
Yeah, so you guys are stressing out a little bit more, but the important thing, you manage to slide the daisy in. You scrape up the floor a little bit as you come in, but you manage to get in, and it's very easy from the dispatch office to close the door up and start repressurizing.
Okay, and my stress die goes up 1.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
74 years ago. I swear to God.
All right.
All right, but yeah, you guys managed to get in. You got Miller. So you guys, you notice that it seems like this deck is, at least for the moment, seems relatively safe. I mean, if it wasn't, you opened up the fucking vehicle bay door, so they're clearly, anything that would be in here probably would have gotten sucked out at least.
Yeah.
But from one of the terminals in the dispatch office, you guys can see, the Montero just fucking booking it off at a kind of like an angle away, and it gets a pretty decent distance away before finally just you see the silent blast of the Montero just completely ripping apart, with then several secondary explosions as those tritium gas canisters explode. And that is where we're going to end it for this session.
So much destruction.
I feel like our ship was sabotaged. I'm just gonna say that.
I feel like Keegan's going to die.
Yeah.
Keegan,
I don't know
used
what I
his
did
slut.
yet.
All right, so
It's what you already did.
Oh, okay.
what we're gonna do with this, because I know everyone's agendas, obviously, I'm gonna give everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and give everyone a plus. Everyone gets a story point. Yes.
Okay.
So, as I mentioned before, what the story point will do is next session for Act 2, you guys will have the opportunity to use it for an automatic success no matter what. It's only one success, so you don't get extra stuff, but you don't have to roll, you don't have to worry about stress, you can just get an auto success when you need it.
Perfect.
All right. Auto success to live. I'm going to use it now.
I'm sorry, Keegan, but nothing will help with that.
God damn it.
But yeah, so that's where we're going to end it for right now. So we made pretty good progress. There are 3 acts to this, and we made it through Act 1. So going by that, we're probably looking at maybe 2 more sessions. So we will be back on this next week, same time. So we'll meet up in the chat room around 6:30, and then we'll start the
Oh, yeah.
stream.
We're streaming this. Right.
We are, yes. So we'll meet up in the chat log around 6:30, and then we'll stream same thing as we were before for 6:55, and then start up at 7. I'll try to figure something out with the music situation or the soundboard. I might just use the soundboard for myself and control it off the PC, because I do have to be careful with that playlist page, because I just realized we can't use copyrighted stuff on the stream.
Yeah.
Yep. Honestly, even if it's something where I link in the Discord and we all we can just each individually play
for
it.
you guys,
if you want
absolutely.
to.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
you guys, it makes sense because you want the ambience and
Yeah.
everything going.
Yeah.
I just mean
Yeah.
I won't be able to use it for myself on the stream. I'm just going to use the
That's
soundboard
just-
for
yeah.
myself
Yeah.
to give sound effects.
That's
Because
One
right
thing
now
being
it's still just giving the footsteps. Yeah, Keegan.
Mhm.
If I'm being honest, during that whole thing, I was sort of just doing the soundboard for myself because it was kind of fun.
The soundboard is kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
You could also use the jukebox and you could load sounds up on that.
yeah, I was thinking about that too because I know most of the stuff in the jukebox is a pretty fair game, but I'm probably just
Yeah,
going to
just
use
don't rock
this.
it.
I'm probably going to use the sound pad just because I reached out to the guy who owns the site to ask him if we could use it for this stream, and so
That's
I'd like to use it because on the stream splash page on the overlay I have the link to Tabletop Audio, and I'd like to show off some of the sound pad features because I do think it's a really cool thing, even if it has some connection issues. It's still it's what I used for the Call of Cthulhu Halloween one shot too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was neat. Yeah.
Also, I forgot to ask. Do you want me to send you the full finished picture of the Pentapels thing that I did with the words and stuff?
Yeah, sure, that'd be cool.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to put it on there, but I can. I'll
well,
just give
you
it to
originally
anyway.
told me not to.
Right, but that's because I didn't know if I was going to finish it or not.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. No, I might. I got a spot actually where I could put it. So yeah, if you want to send that to me, I'll put that on there for the overlay for next week. So for anybody who is watching, I mean, we haven't had anybody chat in the chat room at all, but for anybody who is watching, thanks for joining. For the rest of you guys, at the very least, this will be a VOD, so people can watch it later. And I am also recording it separately, just because I figure at the very least, even if nobody's really streaming it, we'll have this recorded, and it'll be a fun thing for a later time.
For
We
sure.
could make a YouTube.
That's what I was thinking. Too.
I mean, we
Mhm.
have a Google account for Penapals, I believe, so we should have an actual YouTube, and you can directly transfer things from Twitch to YouTube.
Yeah, but it's better to have the file.
It is, yeah, which is
Doing
why
that-
I'm recording.
Yeah, doing that myself in the past, it transfers from Twitch to YouTube are shitty.
Yeah. But all right,
'cause
so I'm
I do
gonna
have
go.
one more.
Go ahead.
Sorry, this is pertaining to the game. If we close out of our character sheets, is it gonna save like the stress level we're at, our health?
Yes.
Yeah,
It is.
Yes.
it's just like a regular character sheet. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll
Sunday
keep
game.
track of everything. I'm going to
Okay,
go ahead
cool.
and end the stream. We can still keep talking, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right now. So for anybody who's watching, we'll be back next week around 7 on Thursday, and that's Eastern time. So thanks, and talk to you guys later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks. Later.